Good. Gotta make sure my YouTube thumbnail's correct. And there we are. I think everything is set up good to go. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the south side as the US player, we have Shalino Soros. Spawn on the north side as the Panzer Elite player, we have a Swordfish. Let's see now, going for early barracks, not big surprise. Second engineer, pretty standard. On the north side, what do we see? Panzer Grenadiers? Let's switch over to the Panzer Elite player. There is actually Kettengrad into Panzer Grenadiers. This is eye for some more aggressive capping pressure, then perhaps two squads of Panzer Grenadiers to engage. So yep, second squad of Panzer Grenadiers, just as I predicted. Over here, we will likely see we see a Jeep, not a rifleman. Kettengrads going around capturing some points. We got these engineers advancing forward.
We're Johnny on the spot with a 50. Jeep deployed.
That's a Jeep of a 30 cal, not a 50 cal. Has been deployed on out. And he is going to be start building up. Actually, he's building up some tank traps here. Is he trying to deny the capture by the Kettengrad? I guess so.
Where we headed?
Jeep doing some donuts, sort of. Not really. We do have these Panzer Grenadiers upgrade of G43s. They do spot the Jeep.
Listen.
And we've got this Kettengrad going around over here, trying to capture some of these points. We got this Kettengrad catching up the cutoff point as well. This Panzer Grenadier does force back the Jeep. He has both his Panzer Grenadiers in the center of the map. And we do have more production here, likely a third Panzer Grenadier.
Rifle squad ready for action.
And the riflemen do come out as well. Likely we'll see out another squad of riflemen relatively soon. Probably just needs a bit more manpower for that. G43 squad is not capturing up the cutoff point there. Though it's nothing too cut off the moment because his opponent is captured this fuel point. Jeep has gone in quite deep, while both engineers captured the left side of the map. Does have these Panzer Grenadiers spotted, so now he's able to potentially rush forward, try to capture this cutoff point here. But this rifleman squad is charging forward, but it's going to get overwhelmed by the two Panzer Grenadiers, no problem. Though the Jeep is doing a good job of knocking around the Panzer Grenadiers, the Jeep still has plenty of health compared to the Panzer Grenadiers.
Losing ground out there.
Does manage to gun down one of the models, and looks like he's just going to drive away, let the engineers start repairing them up. If he was stuck around a little bit longer, he would notice that they have retreated back, so he potentially could get the cutoff point. Speaking of a cutoff point, the Kettengrad does decapture that point. The rifleman trying to engage at long range. The other rifleman squad is still being reinforced, but will be able to reinforce from this barracks.
Base is under attack.
And he's getting some good damage there onto that Panzer Grenadier. Jeep has rolled on over here. And these engineers are charging forward, trying to get the decapture, but they'll likely get overwhelmed by the Panzer Grenadiers.
Forward supply lines are broken.
Panzer Grenadier will escape on another. Oh!
Annihilated.
The
We are losing a munitions sector.
engineer squad fully gets wiped out.
Squad has the objective.
Okay, I'm not sure what to say about that.
We're losing ground out there.
Scout here.
Jeep has not been repaired.
This is recon.
And we do have the Rifleman squad is pushing its way through this light cover, engaging the Panzer Grenadiers at long range. Well, this one is a little bit wounded as well. This one man will manage to escape on out there. Likely won't get wiped there. Rifleman eyeing to push on forward as well. Jeep could potentially bully around the Panzer Grenadiers. The Kettengrad could capture the point fine. It's not exactly critical that he stops that capture. Both Kettengrads are in this region here now, and now this Rifleman is getting knocked around. Jeep is pitching some damage there onto the Panzer Grenadier. Does throw an Incendiary Grenade right there? Unusual time for an Incendiary Grenade. Viewpoint is being captured on up. We got these riflemen charging forward. The G43 squad does suppress that squad and throws on another Incendiary Grenade. He's spending his munitions. And seeing the Kettengrads are now repairing each other, he has gone for Tank Hunter Doctrine. Because Score Shortage allows him to plant booby traps, while the Luftwaffe ground forces allow him to get stealth Kettengrads, the repair ones for the Tank Hunter Doctrine. So we now know what doctrine the Panzer Elite player has gone for.
We're losing a strategic sector.
Munitions point is being captured on up. This Kettengrad's getting this cutoff point. This point has not been claimed just yet, and that is a lot of munitions now not claimed.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of
That
supply.
Panzer Grenadier is severely wounded.
We are under fire.
And we have the engineers now advancing forward. They do get some damage onto that Panzer Grenadier, but not a whole lot. That squad is just severely wounded. Maybe he has the base stage healing, because he really does need that. Another Incendiary Grenade thrown. He is spending his munitions. Triage Center has been deployed on out. Jeep is advancing, trying to gauge that
Forward
Kettengrad.
supply lines are broken. We're losing a munition sector.
And the Panzer Grenadiers are falling on back. Over here, the Kettengrad are pushing their way forward, and the Flamer Squad will get inside the garrison, but he's not going to last all too long.
Scout on point. We're getting speed up.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
We do have a supply yard deployed now. He's likely eyeing to see a motor pool relatively soon. I'm assuming motor pool. An early Greyhound is generally pretty standard against Panzer Elite, something to engage those 222s. Speaking of which, we do have the Panzer Jaeger Command, so we may see a 222 relatively soon. It appears that he has 5 squads of Panzer Grenadiers currently out in the field. Ooh, those are wounded, and he does not have base healing. Riflemen do get some shots off there.
We are gunned up and good to go.
And the motor pool is complete. He's a little bit far away from fuel to get out a Greyhound. Rifleman is trying to eye this garrison. Can easily rip apart this a very low health squad. Does he manage target to it? He does receive a Incendiary Grenade there. Does dodge it. Seems like a good time for a frag grenade as well. Flamer Squad's making its advance. And we do also have some Teller mines deployed on out. He probably does not know what doctrine his opponent's gone for just yet. Does spot the Teller mine there, so now he definitely does. Trying to stop the sweep there, but these guys are so wounded they get annihilated by this Rifleman squad. This Rifleman's at Veteran C1 as well. Does sweep the Teller mine there, very nice. Both these Riflemen are quite wounded, so these the free pickings against the armored car.
as we're getting them.
AT gun is being deployed now. He's trying to use a Jeep to body block to save his rifleman. The Jeep
to
doesn't
roll.
really pan out being useful later on.
Get your comfortable sectors captured. Cover me. We're drawing too much
We are
fire.
losing a sector.
Suck it up.
222 has received only a small amount of damage so far. We do have this Rifleman model casualty on the ground, but doesn't have any medics to pick him up. Kaliningrad is captured at this point here. Jeep's trying to engage, but the armor car is in the region. And he will back away before receiving any autocannon fire there. Second armor car has been deployed now. It may be a really good idea to pull out some Greyhounds to help pursue them.
Rifle squad taking fire.
And the 222 is falling on back. Jeep is receiving a bit of autocannon fire right there, while sending a lot of damage there on that Jeep. Jeep's also Veteran C1. You don't really see Veteran C on the Jeeps all too often. But let's get some engine damage there. He's actually staying quite a bit of beating there by the Jeep and the
Air
rifles.
recon available.
The AT gun's also in the
T-47
region.
strafing run on station.
You can knock on the strafing run, but can that take out?
Enemy
It
unit
does
down.
take out the armored car.
Rifle squad is being engaged.
Composition B is in. Troops can now make sticky bombs.
Does throw out incendiary grenade there. Doesn't get time to take throw a sticky bomb there onto that 222.
The men are formed up, sir.
Rifleman and Flamer behind this heavy cover.
AT here.
AT gun's definitely in a wrong angle to engage that armored car.
Out here. Guys, listen up.
Both his Kaliningrads are still alive. We still have some telemines deployed on out as well. Looks like the Kaliningrads are eyeing to repair this 222.
We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
Way to go, engineers. We hold the point.
Ready for another beating.
He does have base healing at home, which is very important because he's been quite wounded for quite some. A lot of his units were quite wounded this entire game. One Panzer truck has been deployed on out. Rifleman squad will receive some fire upon retreat. There are two Rifleman squads here, both from Veteran C1. That looks like a good sticky bomb. It doesn't have enough munitions for a sticky bomb, actually. Which actually may give him the false illusion that he doesn't have a sticky bomb research just yet.
Jerry didn't even notice.
Pantrax making its way forward. There's a second M1 AT gun has been deployed.
Rifle squad has contact.
Rifleman is behind a bit of light cover there.
Front lines are
Pantrax
collapsing.
hitting the hay bales. Incendiary grenade thrown. And he late response there, so he did sustain a bit of damage there.
Observation posts report we are losing
And
a
he does
sector.
find a US landmine there, but nothing there to capitalize on it.
AT squad under fire. They're firing on us. Anti-tank ready.
We do have the Panzer Grenadiers eyeing to engage these AT guns, trying to destroy them, because Panzer Truck can get some good damage from the gun themselves if he can manage to roll a hit.
Get your kids form up. Taking fire. Take cover.
Does throw on Incendiary Grenade there, but complete whiff. Riflemen are advanced as well, trying to get some good hits there. Good flanking opportunity. This Rifleman squad is trying to go forward for a sticky bomb. Maybe he'll get it. The hay barrel does go down to the AT gun, while these guys are getting some good damage onto them. The other hay barrel does go down to the AT gun. Does use his suppressive fire there with the G43 squad, suppressing that rifleman. Now Vet 2 rifleman is charged on forward. This engine's still damaged. He hasn't had time to repair it up all the way. On the right side, we do have this armored car advancing. These Kaliningrads are just sort of the edge of the map. Gets a good hits there. It's on the AT gun and rotates the gun the wrong way. He definitely needs to keep those engineers alive just for minesweepers, or he could just not deploy out anything that takes land that could be tripped landmines. Sniper being deployed on out against armored cars could be useful against the Panzer Grenadiers, but it has to make sure it doesn't get chased down by an armored car.
Enemy unit down.
That's a lot of incendiary grenades. Looks like one of the Kaliningrads do go down to that AT gun. It gets fully immobilized there. Which actually doesn't show the wheels going red or anything like that. AT gun advancing, trying to pursue that armored car. But does get decrewed there because he did run through that incendiary effect. And then incendiary effect's still going on, I believe.
Enemy unit down.
Armor car does go down to that AT gun. AT gun will get decrewed once again. And the Patriot does get a decent splash hit there onto the Jeep. This engineer squad still alive, has not been forced back. AT gun does get a good hit there onto the armored car, and the Flamer does have higher armor penetration, and does take out the armored car there. So both armored cars are now down. And now, without any armored cars, the sniper can just pick away without having anything chasing him down. At least based on wheels. AT gun does get decrewed there. Maybe a good idea to use these Panzerschrecks to focus them down. Because with 3-man squads, he can't really capture them.
Taking the shot.
It looks like the Panzerschreck squad will fall back.
Losing a victory point. We are losing a victory point.
Flamer squad does get immediately suppressed and pinned. And another incendiary grenade thrown.
Contact with one of our sectors.
He is throwing those incendiary grenades like crazy.
It's a goddamn hornet's nest here. Sniper deployed.
Second sniper has been deployed. That could be a lot of good hits there onto the Panzer League player. We do got another Telemine deployed on out.
Look alive, people! We got ground infantry! I got a bad feeling about this, Sarge!
Sniper still firing away. Good hits there. Now he's aware about the second sniper. We may see a sticky bomb here. Armor car trying to advance on forward. And he's a bit late on the sticky bomb. There's one sticky bomb there. That scout sniper does fall back.
Enemy unit down.
And there goes that armor car. Riflemen and engineers still engaging on the front line. These Panzer Grenadiers
Grenades have arrived.
will likely need to fall back.
Engineers getting the piss pounded out of us!
And there's only one model with that squad. Even the 2-man squad is a little bit vulnerable to the snipers.
Observation posts report we are losing a sector.
Another armor car is charging forward. We may see a sticky bomb there, but that road allowed him to run by quite easily. Sniper does deactivate camouflage there for a brief moment, and the Flamer is getting some good hits there. May find the squad. Oh, Sniper went down over here.
Hostiles are winning the battle. Bases
Get
under
back in the
attack.
fight! You maggots wanna live forever?
Does retreat back with that sniper. Hasn't been able to get a sticky bomb off on that
Supply lines are
2v2, and he has deployed a Greyhound, but does have to be very careful with these teller mines. AT gun has been claimed. Greyhound charging forward, may find that teller mine. Greyhound fires and gets a kill there. Avoids the
Enemy
teller
unit
mine.
down. Forward supply lines are broken.
It doesn't see anything like hacking. He may think he got some map hacks there for avoiding that teller mine, but even then, he had the minesweeper out this earlier. He may go to like a maximum region where he feels safe, not pushing forward. He may just got lucky. Doesn't means instant sign for a hacker.
Veteran C.
And that's the end of the replay. Looks like he's backed out of the game. Well, thank you for watching this replay. On to the next. Relatively short one. Got a bunch from this guy, so probably they're all versus different players, or no? Got numbers and numbers. I'll go with him like every other one. Those replays may or may not be good. Can't say off the top of my head. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the south side as the US player, we have the biggest Master Troll. Spawn on the north side as the Wehrmacht player, we have 784465506. Well, a Wehrmacht core is pretty standard. Looks not going for any more pioneers.
Listen up.
Barracks is being deployed now.
Good to go.
Not getting any support from his buddy.
Barracks complete, as ordered.
Looks like he's eyeing to capture this munitions points and perhaps to this fuel point. The strategic point is being captured up right there. Fuel point being captured, likely eyeing for this munitions point here. This fuel point will be secured, then onto this munitions point. They're both like low yield ones, but low yield, but still guaranteed. MG42 trying to make his way forward, eyeing this garrison here.
Point
Nope.
captured.
He may be eyeing to set up to prevent these sort of flanks. I doubt he's going to go straight for this garrison, so I'm actually not really sure where he's going right now.
Let's say we lock it down.
Oh, so he's going to go inside that garrison. Riflemen do get outside of that garrison while this engineer's pushing up the left flank.
Rifle squad deployed.
Fresh squad of rifles ready to make their way forward. MG42 is still inside that building. Got a second MG42. So deploying a lot of MG42s.
Forward supply station secure.
Engineers getting hammered out here.
Oh, looks like the first set of bullets have been fired. Engineers did sustain a bit more damage there than the Pioneers. Pioneers have backed off the light cover, and Engineers are capturing up that fuel point. Well, these riflemen are going to make sure that he does secure up that point, no problem.
Ready for the crowds.
They're going after a fuel point. One of ours.
And he will be securing that fuel point there. These engineers may attack trying to resecure the fuel point. We'll spot this MG42 no problem, or backs off again.
Good to go.
I'm not sure what he's doing.
Rifle way to go, engineers. We hold the point.
Position under fire from crowd troops.
MG42s are both firing away, gets good damage in. And this rifleman is in the garrison, but will slowly be picked away.
Now holds the point.
Engineers are still alive. Actually, does a full retreat there. Interesting. Maybe needs to build something.
Engineers taking heat.
Does spot the MG42, that's for sure. And this, wait, that makes 3 MG42s have been deployed on out.
We're
That's a lot of MG42s.
Crowd troops!
Does get one of the Pioneers model there. Just engage at long range, trying to stop him from catching that point. It's getting pretty close there.
Enemy unit down.
Oh! And he does get the capture at the last possible moment. This MG42 is pushing on forward, but the riflemen do hop inside that garrison. There's only one window there. Sound like two, though. Oh, wait. There is a second window there. Right there. So this little overhang is not actually part of that house, nor does it block the vision.
Sniper down!
Wehrmacht sniper has employed. We may see Jeep in order to gauge it. We do actually see frag research and a mortar team. The mortar team actually does make sense. Meaning to engage these MG42s are set on up everywhere. Most people eye for a sniper for that, but MG42 mortars should be quite good at that as well.
Grenades have arrived.
We've got our flamethrower. Mortar, here.
We got a full combat load.
Engineers, get the
Position under fire from crowd troops!
Engineers do get some good damage there. A lot of good damage there on that
Front lines
Volksgrenadier.
are collapsing.
Does get nice suppression there, and keep that Volksgrenadier quite wounded while it's not even vetted. Means that's when he actually gets in a straight up fight, he will be forced back quite quickly against riflemen. We've got some mortar smoke being deployed on out. Riflemen eyeing to throw a frag along this flank. This one maybe eyeing to throw a frag as well.
Krauts are grabbing our territory.
Good frag into there. Doesn't get a second frag off. Mortar could fire a barrage. Does spot this guy here. Rifleman gonna be running around the building. The regular mortars just need to start hitting here.
We hold
One of the
initiative.
MGs have gone
This
down,
will be taking
or
Berlin
models.
by Christmas.
And the MG does escape on out of there. And the Flamer's coming on in, getting some great damage there onto that Pioneer.
Got crowd activity over here!
He needs to stop that barrage.
We're losing them as fast
Supply
as we
lines
can.
are broken. We have territory
The building
cut off
has
from
not
supply.
been set
Infantry
ablaze.
squad reporting casualties.
And it does get that mortar decrewed by that sniper. Risky, but was successful. Does spot this MG as well as I hit my microphone. Getting some good flamer bursts into there.
Engineers, get the piss pounded out of
We may see another grenade there by the rifleman. Engine 42 is still trying to hit that engineer. The engineer will get wiped, and now he's going right in front of that gun itself. Does get recruited there. And may receive some suppression there, but will manage to escape out of the building.
We're losing ground out there.
He may get the wipe on that squad,
Engineers on deck.
Enemy unit down.
and he does get the wipe on that squad.
crowd infantry!
Forward supply lines.
A lot
are
of U.S.
broken.
forces pushing along the right flank. The mortar has been reclaimed,
Let's get this over with, God damn it!
and will get a frag off in time. Getting two of those models, very nice. Another MG42 in here, and fully wiped there. Could actually hop inside that building. Be a good spot for the rifleman to engage that other MG42. And the sniper's having trouble getting a good engagement angle. Does get spotted there. It's on negative ground. I would probably try to go for it. Does force him back at least. And does throw another frag in there.
Enemy unit
Another
down.
decrew. Lots of MG42s have gone down. Got this Volksgrenadier and this Pioneer captured the left
Losing
flank.
ground out there.
While over here, A Pioneer and a Sniper. He's completely out of MG42s. Two more riflemen has been deployed on now. We do have a motor pool being deployed. Sturm Armory. Skim the Kriegsberg going straight for Sturm Armory. Likely going to be an armored car coming on out. I doubt it's going to be in double warfare. Could be a Stug. I still believe it's going to be a 234 armored car.
Forward supply station secure.
We got a full combat load.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Riflemen are veteran C1, but quite wounded. Although I suppose right now, against a sniper, they're either dead or alive. Nothing really much in between.
Get your kit and form up.
Front shifting. Krauts are grabbing territory from us.
Fuel point is getting hit. There's actually a observation post right there as well. A bit unusual. We have an armored car push its way forward.
The
If you
enemy
see
is
another
down
US
to 300
sniper,
points.
but we've seen that, or a US sniper. Once he sees that armored car, he's probably going to cancel that sniper
Construction finished.
and perhaps really eye out for a Greyhound. Yes, we've got the Greyhound there. Nope, he does have enough resources for both of them. Never mind. Over here, engineers charging forward, trying to flame down these Pioneers. And there is a US landmine there, but he barely avoids it. Getting a good hit there. Engineers are falling on back.
We're losing ground out there.
And we do have the mortar here. Doesn't.
The
Oh,
Huns are
there's a
taking
good
our
hit there.
territory.
Avoids the landmine once again. If he retreats back that direction, it could actually destroy him if he's at low health versus the soon-to-be Greyhound.
Armored car here.
Armor skirts being researched, which will help him protect against that armored car's autocannon. No frag research just yet. But Greyhound will manage to get the rear armor of
Enemy
the armored
unit
car.
down.
Enemy unit down. Maybe a Pioneer. Could be the sniper.
We got an upgrade.
Mortar now receiving some hits. And yep, there's a sniper versus sniper right there. Mortar may get decrewed. Greyhound not really being
Headquarters is reporting enemy fire.
well micro to say at least.
Infantry squad
Oh.
lost victory point.
What's being called in right there? Firestorm? Okay, that seems pretty early for a firestorm. And the Greyhound, whoa, the Greyhound's actually quite wounded. Probably because of the lack of the armored skirts, but now the armored skirts is fully researched. Should be able to engage that armored car no problem, even with this little health. Does get a good hit there, and that landmine I mentioned earlier, there's a Stug. This landmine I mentioned earlier, nope, the Stug does block it from being actually ran over. MP40 squad still has no level of veterancy, and we have a motorcycle here.
Ready to go.
That's actually a recently built motorcycle as well, because in the early game he built 3 MG42s. US sniper still camouflaged. Oh, he found the landmine. It did not splash a Stug either.
Krauts are grabbing our territory.
These two Volkswagen won't be able to last all too long.
We have an upgrade.
50 cal has been researched. The R Greyhound is fully repaired. 2 Stugs are now out in the field. The US player will need to play out a pair of AT guns, or at least one. Does spot the Stugs there.
Ready for orders.
Realizing how much he's outgunned at the moment. His opponent has a lot of resources off from the left flank as well. including that observation post on the fuel point, netting him a lot of extra resources. Armor car has still not been repaired, so potentially could go down. The Stugs can be ignored a bit from the rifleman.
Ready, rifleman.
He may have sticky bomb research. Does get one of the models through. The models crushed there. 3 models in total.
Yes, sir.
Rifleman could capture that point. Sniper's still way over here. We also got the repair engineers. Not so sure what either side's going to be doing at the moment.
Time to kill some cops.
Taking fire from enemy armor!
Does spot the armored car there. This one squad here could do some good work. We also got a bunker here. Not sure what's being upgraded with. A machine gun bunker.
Veterancy gained.
Greyhound does roll a miss there. We do see a sticky bomb there onto the armored car, so likely go down.
Under attack.
Yep, does go down there. Not sure if by the sticky bomb or by the Greyhound. Looks like from the Greyhound.
Man down, take his position.
They are attacking secure territory of the far
Does get that observation post decrewed or destroyed thanks to that flamer. And now Stokes are rotating on over to respond. The US play has a lot of squads in the field, so should be able to sustain good captain pressure. Just sort of ignore the Stokes for the time being. They're not a massive threat, just a threat.
They must have raided the hill soon to find replacement.
The Greyhound, of course, does roll a miss there. That may have been a mortar from the mortar team. Oh, here comes a firestorm, trying to be brought on in on top of that AT gun.
It's too much. They're under fire. Damage report.
It does find a US landmine there. That's going to be a very, very important. Even though Greyhound can easily keep to the rear armor and start destroying it, does get a nice hit there on that full health one. Though this guy does need to fall back. Gunner does go down. We may see a sticky bomb.
Ready to move.
You're dead, bro! You're dead, bro!
Good hits there. Greyhound trying to sneak on by, but taking a really bad path for that. And the Greyhound does receive a bounce there. No, that's actually... They're still receiving a bounce.
They will lock it down.
Another sticky bomb has been thrown.
Like a line of fire!
And both of them now has engine damage. Armor cars making its
Now
advance.
support rapid
We got
deployment.
ground here!
Rangers being deployed on out. We've got the AT gun being flanked.
Tell us where the killing's at.
Rangers trying to make their way forward. The motorcycle does spot them.
One of our units was
Ooh,
What are my coordinates?
capturing that AT gun does result in a squad loss. Stogs are still crawling away. He definitely does have vision of them now. No MG42 because they're all destroyed. Though there is a unupgraded bunker here, likely being upgraded for MG42. Just started, so the Rangers may be able to take out one of these Stugs before then. Armor car does receive a miss there. While the other bazooka model's behind that hedge. Does get another engine damage on top of the Stug. Fire Dot's still on cooldown, so he won't be able to break suppression. He does receive suppression.
cowards attack our
Be on the
forward
scene,
base.
fire! Covering fire!
Does roll a miss and a hit there. Rangers getting ripped apart, however. They still have their 2 models, so still have 2 models of bazookas. Sniper does get a good hit there. Rangers down to 1 last model. Likely going to try eye for a bazooka shot. Does fire and miss. You may see a sticky bomb there on top of the Stug. It's pretty low in health, but the AT gun does take it out anyways. I'm not sure if he's hitting the bunker or he hit the Stug. The bunker is a bit wounded. Stug received another hit there. They're veteran C2 as well.
Heavy recon deployed.
Rolls a miss there.
Hit! It's too much.
And he is starting to hit that MG emplacement. Firestorm being called on in, probably over here.
We have captured our location.
His own mortar hitting that guy, but I'm not sure where the fire. Oh wait, the sniper's way down here, calling a firestorm on his opponent's base. Wipes out one squad. Rangers will burn to death right there, or maybe not.
We're taking infantry fire.
Destroyed.
AT gun does go down to the armored car. Sigmund was thrown, gets a destroyed engine.
Krauts are grabbing territory from us.
Look at
Rangers
this
back to
down.
full fighting strength.
We got crowd armor. We're here. Someone recce to Greyhound?
Heavy enemy fire on our position.
Squad is being engaged.
We're just making advance. That armored car is severely wounded, but getting knocked around a bit. And both of them connect as well as a sticky bomb.
Okay, done building.
Fresh Stug, or that may not be a fresh Stug. A Greyhound making its advance.
Take it ahead.
That is a fresh Greyhound. No armored skirts, no
Axis hold the
decal.
initiative.
A Philly cheesesteak sandwich from McAllister.
Pay attention.
Does
Germans are
roll a miss
seizing
there on top of that
territory from
Stug. This truck is still being repaired. Its destroyed engine still is now gone, but it still has a damaged engine.
Roger. We finished construction.
MP40 Volk is cleaning up these two save points. The tickets are in favor of the US player by a good margin, actually. Greyhound may start hitting this MP40 squad. Rangers and Riflemen both severely wounded. Treehouse Center is alive, but it's not in really where the retreat spot is.
Right in the middle of a goddamn firefight!
Squad taking fire.
The bunker does receive a bit of fire there from that Greyhound. Stug does force away those Riflemen. On the right side, we do have these two Stugs still alive, still fully healed. And these engineers going around to up some, capturing up some points. This armored car is making some advance. And this sniper still here. Now, from one side of the fence onto the other side of the fence, he has creeped forward. How close is he to another artillery call-in? Oh, he has enough for a V1. And he may be eyeing for a big retreat path. But I think the Wehrmacht Kaiser is going to try to arty his off-map arty his opponent to death. He does have... Oh, this armor car does find a landmine. But it does have 3 Stugs, 1 MP40 squad. And here comes the V1. Somewhere over here. Found it. Does destroy the support center, triage center. Barracks is still alive. No, he lost the supply yard and the triage center.
Okay, Puma out. Puma taking fire.
Rangers using fired up. There's no engine damage on that armor car right now. And does get 2 hits there, getting a wipe. He still has veteran C1 from that kill there. Greyhound and AT gun still pushes his way forward. There's a US landmine here. I mean, his opponent used a lot of munitions on hitting that supply yard. So suppression does come out on top of that Ranger. And there may be a firestorm being called on in. He is trying to redeploy that triage center. Stugs are starting to make their way forward. There's now 4 Stugs. This one does have damaged engine, however. M1 AT gun. Yep, I think this sniper just spotting all this stuff will just... He's just going to artillery his opponent to death. He can call him a firestorm right there. Probably destroy the support, weapon support center. Probably the triage center. But no, he's going for the motor pool. I was thinking he's never killed his opponent's sniper. I wonder if he realizes that there's a sniper right there calling artillery. Motor pool does go down. Doesn't look good for him, that's for sure. MP40 squad is getting some damage there on the rifleman, but the rifleman will win out in that fight.
We're losing territory.
Trying to get some hits there onto that mortar. Here, Nebelwerfer. Is he raining onto it here? Nope, Nebelwerfer is actually raining on over here. Looks like that bunker does go down, and actually had it selected while switching between players, and that rifleman got burned to death.
Attention! The enemy advances!
Did you feel that? It almost got through.
AT gun set up at a good angle there. Engineers here are eyeing to spot for this stuff.
Field repairs are finished.
We do have this Nebelwerfer here. Over here, we've got an armored car, Iron Skip Flank, just trying to hit this stuff. There is that Ranger still in their region. Ranger's right there, so potentially able to force away that armored car. Potentially maybe able to kill it.
Sharpshooter here.
The Americans are capturing a
Taking
sector.
fire.
And it does decrew that AT gun there. There is a US landmine there. Good auto cannons fire onto that rifleman. Over down south, we do have a Pioneer captured munitions point.
Veterans seek gain.
And actually claimed his opponent's mortar. Might as well put it behind some of this trees. Oh wait, that's the end of the playback. I didn't realize that's the end of the playback. Oh, my bad. This is Adam Gray saying thank you for watching. And on to the next replay. Nothing really too significant or crazy with that match. Just overall, unusual build order, to say the least. See, I got that one. There's a lot of replays by him, so I'm not really keen on casting all these same person over and over again. So I'm just going to switch back and forth. And here we are. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. It's on the south side. As the US player, going for an extra engineer, we have Ango Jeep. So on the north side, as the Panzer Elite player, we have Integral Wolftech. Or Wolftech. Wolftech. He's trying to stream snipe. I'm not sure if he plays streams, but that sounds like if you're hoping to play against him, that's usually a sign of stream sniping.
Engineer squad ready. Ready for action.
Another engineer has been deployed on out. Barracks is going to be up very shortly. We do have of course, the Kaliningrad capture this munitions point, while the Panzer Grenadiers Iron capture up this cutoff point. Only one Kaliningrad, so it's going to be 3 engineers versus 1 Kaliningrad. So there's going to be a lot of Panzer Grenadiers out versus a number of riflemen. But looks like the Panzer League players going down the left side, while the US players largely going up the right side, while this engineer will be capturing up these 2 safe points.
Construction detail. Our work is done here.
Construction detail. Oh,
What's our plan?
lay down some sandbags there. Panzer Grenadiers making their way forward. They will spot this engineer squad. And seeing both those Panzer Grenadiers there, make an idea what's going for. But we actually do have a late Kaliningrad here, in which the engineers will spot them.
Losing ground out there.
And he's trying to bully him off that point and does get the decapture there. How rude. He is going to be eyed for this cutoff point. Will not be a good cutoff point. While these 2
We are
points
losing a fuel point.
will be decaptured. So he's going for decapture play. Best not to capture them all the way because he's not in supply, or he is going to capture them all the way. Interesting. Kaliningrad doing a good job of distracting his opponent.
Engineers reporting point capture.
Engineers, saddle up.
And so far we still just have the 1
We
rifleman.
got a full combat load.
Second rifleman being deployed out, likely will be brought on into the left side of the map.
Rifle squad ready for action.
We got a full combat load.
Riflemen eyeing to push their way forward. There's a lot of light cover here, as well as a bit of heavy cover. Yeah, this tree does provide heavy cover.
Secure. Engineers taking heat.
Engineers will get a cutoff point, which is very useful. His one's pushed quite a bit on the left side, but didn't have anything to protect this point over here. Engineers, however, getting ripped apart by a long-range fire. Riflemen are advancing. And we'll spot all these squads here, so this rifleman squad will get overwhelmed quite easily. It does fall back very early.
Fire on the rifle unit. We're Johnny on the spot with a 50. Jeep deployed.
Kaliningrad
lines are
will be
collapsing.
capturing up that cutoff point, getting this idea from his opponent. 30 cal is on its way forward. 30 cal mounted on top of Jeep, I should say. And won't be able to bully these guys off the point.
Ammo dump secure.
Nope, he will not be able to bully off the guys off those point. Riflemen or engineers eyeing to capture the left side of the map right now.
Jeep has heavy contact.
Now we got the Jeep, engineers eyeing to roll on around, but looks like it's going to bring them over here in order to get that Jeep repaired. Now, up north we have these engineers eyeing to capture the VP. Rifleman's going pretty far deep in, and he's going to get this cutoff point here. It is
We
a
have
form
threat
of
to
a
our
cutoff
victory
point. Nope, looks like he's not going to the munitions point to the far left.
Fuel supplies are.
Forward supply lines are broken.
Engineers, good to go.
The Panzer Grenadiers are capturing the right side of the map. He has repaired a little bit on that Kaliningrad.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply. We're losing ground out there.
Panzer Riflemen are severely wounded. They do back off into a bit of light cover. We do have this engineer squad, and that rifleman squad could have come over to respond. Fresh Rifleman has been deployed on out.
Objective secured. Rifle squad defending.
And the Riflemen are still actually there. And that engineer squad does fall back with the 30 cal Jeep and the Rifleman charging forward. He'll be able to knock them, should be able to push them back no problem.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Now behind the mass capture up the right side of the map, while the left side of the map and the right side, it does still have a lot of units over here.
Supply lines are broken.
And the Panzer Grenadiers are still quite healthy. And it's right now 4 Panzer Grenadiers deployed on out. Looks like our engineer was here at one point in time. And the Kaliningrad will be eyeing to capture this point. Overall, just a lot of map exchange, but overall feels like it's been in favor of the Panzer Grenadiers, the Panzer Elite player.
It's too hot! Taking fire!
Objective secured. Rifle squad defending.
Jeep's getting some good damage there onto the Panzer Grenadiers,
Rifle squad is being engaged!
as riflemen are starting to advance. Does get a good kill there. And now we've got the G43 squad and regular squad pushing the way forward. Do have a Cinder Grenade there. We may see another Cinder Grenade there. No, we do not. Now we do have a Triage Center to heal up these forces. This Rifleman squad do need to get back to that Triage Center as soon as possible. This one could use it as well, but nothing too... It is pretty bad, but not critical. Dutch Rifleman is receiving a bit of fire here. We may see Incendiary Grenade. Yeah, we do see 2 Incendiary Grenades there. He's throwing out all of his munitions right there. And his Rifleman squad, severely wounded, may want to fall back after this engagement in order to use that Triage Center. Does fall back right there, able to get up a pretty good heal.
We are losing a victory point.
Squad is under fire!
Right side, Kaliningrad is kept with the VP, while this engineer is going straight for the fuel point. Jeep and Kaliningrad are dancing around each other. Ooh, and that Rifleman squad need to fall back. That's way too wounded. He's actually prone to being wiped right now. Both these Rifleman squads need to fall back. They're severely wounded.
Rifle squad taking fire!
This 3-man Rifleman squad could potentially get wiped, but nope, does not get pursued.
Taking heads!
Now the Panzer Grenadiers are starting to make their advance. Jeep will get overwhelmed quite easily with the number of these rifles firing. And he does a good job pursuing the Jeep as well. May get in the low damaged engine state relatively soon. Nope, he does not. Big push out over here. A lot of rifleman squads eyeing to capture some points. The engineers have captured the fuel point. Or is capturing the fuel point, I should say.
Supply yard is now in action.
Supply yard has been deployed in the back end of the map. And does stop the capture of that fuel point once again.
Cover me! I got a bad feeling about this, Sarge! Rifleman!
Rifleman not fully reinforced. It is at Veteran C1, however. Engineers making their advance. Maybe get some good damage there. It does throw an Incendiary Grenade there on top of the Rifleman.
We're losing ground out
And
there.
the Engineer squad is falling on back as well. Jeep and Rifleman making their advance. There's could be some suppressive fire there by the Panzer Grenadiers. Nope, he's going to throw an Incendiary Grenade. Does get one right there, but burns up his own squad quite a bit. None of the Rifleman models went down in that game. That one is quite wounded. Oh, on the right side, we got these points being captured on up.
Engineers getting the piss pounded out of us!
Back in full fighting.
Rifle squad is being engaged! Go, go, go!
Objective secure. Rifle squad defending.
And he is starting to secure up the left side of the map. There is a Rifleman squad in this garrison. 2 windows on this side. Does receive a Incendiary Grenade there, but there's plenty of windows on this side. The Kaliningrad may go down. Nope, he does not focus it down. And we do have a bunch of forces coming through this gate now. Incendiary effect still burning up these Riflemen quite significantly. There's also now 2 G43s here. Not sure how many G43s he has in total. But this Rifleman squad will need back out of there relatively soon because he's about to get burned alive. Speaking of being burned alive, does use a suppressive fire mode there on the Flamer Engineers.
Guys,
We're losing a munitions sector.
Using that ability like that on the engineers is really not worth it.
Construction finished.
Construction finished. Oh, he laid down some landmines. Multiple landmines back at home. Interesting.
Objective secure.
I can see one, but two, not so much.
We're losing ground out there.
And that's the ball game. Construction
Finished.
We do have a Panzer Support Command. Let's take a quick look at... And it's going for Panzer IV-C. Interesting. I do like the Panzer IV-C, that's for sure. That's a good anti-infantry unit. And we don't have a motor pool just yet either. Actually, we do have a motor pool going on down. So potentially could be an AT gun. And Greyhound will have trouble versus the Panzer IV-C, especially against the armor skirts.
Rifle squad has the objective.
We're able to get some machine gun bursts there. And getting some good hits there on those riflemen. Staying at long range. There's at least 3 G43 squads deployed on out. Over here, riflemen making their way forward. Hopefully, has some sort of frag grenade research because it doesn't look like he'll be able to do much at this range. And this landmine, multiple landmines have been spotted. He does detonate every single one of them. That's why he only laid down one landmine.
Operation posts report
But
we're losing
that
a sector.
landmine was, those landmines do manage to snare the engine of the Panzer IV-C. No sticky bomb research. Going for an AT gun, very understandable. Getting around the far
Enemy
side.
unit down.
And does set
Logistics
on up
claims
there.
he can support rapid deployment.
Looks like he's not going to try to back away. He's going to try
We
to
have heavy
pack on up
infantry
and
reserves.
engage the AT gun as it gets
Vehicle knocked
deployed.
out.
Heard light vehicle knocked out. Was that his
Losing
Jeep?
ground out there.
That may have been his Jeep.
We have the point, and we're damn well gonna keep it.
Apparently these rounds can bounce on the HQ.
Supply lines are broken.
Rangers
Territory
are
cut off
advancing.
from supply.
Does
Base
get
is under
one
enemy
pistol shot there,
fire.
but looks like it bounced. And these guys too get suppressed by the setup 30 cal, the 30 cal emplacement. Even though it's missing its flap, it still actually has plenty of health remaining.
Anti-tank deployed.
And with that anti-tank gun deployed at point blank, good hits there by the bazookas. Just recharging towards the AT gun.
We're losing ground out there.
Main gun destroyed, and
Supply
that
lines are
is
broken.
dead.
We have territory out of supply.
That should be dead.
Ours. What say we lock it down?
I think he's going to give the veterans to the Rangers.
Rifle squad taking fire.
Supply
Are you
lines
serious?
broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Just get it killed. With that carcass down, multiple rear armor hits there, very nice. So that Panzer IV-C received quite a bit of free hits there from the Ranger. The Ranger could fire it up along the left side. I'm not sure what the AT gun's actually doing. Multiple hits there, main gun destroyed. And 2 Panzer IV-Cs are now down. Flamer and Rifleman push very far forward. Left side of the map is completely forfeited.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Flamer Engineer could get some good hits there. Trying the pack abuse? I'm not familiar with the pack abuse.
Rifle squad is being engaged.
Our front lines are collapsing.
Riflemen do fall back right there. Engineers capture the fuel point.
Engineers taking heat.
Panzer Grenadiers are making their way forward. A lot of the map is still unsecure. He's actually at pop cap,
Rifleman squad.
Losing
which will prevent him from reinforcing a lot of these squads. The 6-man squad should start capturing the left side of the map.
Forward supply lines are broken.
And he's repairing up the AT gun. The AT gun's at veterancy 2. That's quite a bit of veterancy. And more landmines to be deployed now. He's using reserve munitions there.
Point is ours.
If you move the pack and then cancel it as it fires,
For army work.
it fires faster than normal cooldowns between shots. Never seen it on the US before. I'm not sure if it works the same, but he's trying it. Okay, so sort of like how like people believe like in CS:GO, firing the op and then switching between the weapon and back will make it fire faster. Though in CS:GO that doesn't actually work.
They opened up on us! Under heavy fire!
They're taking one of our points.
It does suppress and pin that engineer. Incendiary grenade thrown.
Rangers here!
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
I was too close! Just too frickin' close!
Panzer Grenadiers trying to circle the way over here, trying to engage these forces that are advancing.
Listen up.
And does not get the decapture on that point. AT gun's falling back. He really needs to keep that AT gun alive. A Vet 2 AT gun is going to be very valuable.
We're losing ground out there.
But it looks like it will likely get overran. Nothing here to save it relatively anytime soon.
Taking fire!
Got hostiles in the compound.
Does drop a model there, and there goes another model. So it does lose efficiency. Shame, but it happens. It does work for packs. I lost many tanks because you can't get out of range because when they pack abuse. Normally I'm fine escaping. Huh.
Fire here!
Forward supply lines are broken.
Rangers are pushing their way forward. May see a frag grenade over here from the Rangers. Incendiary grenade gets thrown, burning them up a little bit. Another incendiary grenade's thrown, throwing all of his munitions right there.
Ready to move!
Retreats back his other rifleman squad as well, while this one's going to stay in the mix.
AT deployed.
Taking heat!
Rifle squad has the objective.
Coming!
Engineers getting hammered out here.
Overall, great field control there by the Panzer Elite player, though the tickets are still in favor of the US player by a small margin. Now he's gone for an introduction.
We hold
What?
the initiative. At this rate, we'll be taking Berlin by Christmas.
Do have Panthers now available. I was going to say what doctrine he's gone for. I'm not sure he's even selected doctrine. Let's see, 1 command point, so he has gone for doctrine. And the base of the things that we lack see on the map or on the queue, I have a feeling he maybe has gone for
Upgraded unit ready.
Scorched Earth, but I don't see any booby traps, so maybe it's armor, tank hunter doctrine. See, one side is what telemines, arm-piercing rounds, and that would be all his command points, right? So I think he's gone for either tank hunter or scorched earth. Panthers now making their way forward. Does receive 2 bounces there.
Achtung, Panther battle groups are ready for requisition.
Incendiary grenade.
Lost
Oh,
a unit.
that was a pretty good frag grenade. I got so used to seeing who's throwing incendiary grenades, but that's a 1 squad wipe there on the Panzer Grenadiers. Very nice. So now he's down to
The enemy
5
is
squads of
weakening
Panzer
even
Grenadiers.
now.
1 AT gun does go down. He does have another one still up and ready. It's not exactly hitting these vehicles. May see sticky bomb research relatively soon. Trying to capture that point or that weapon does get it secured. And double bounce there. Lots of damage coming out on that Panther, however, from those deflections. There was at least 1 or if not 2 pens there. Yeah, that's definitely out of range.
Send orders!
We are losing a munitions depot. We have gained the momentum on the field. We have been provided with advanced repair capabilities.
Advanced repair, so he now is able to repair that Panther up quicker, which is going to be very important. Rifleman and Rangers moving them forward. Rangers have not been upgraded with Thompson, so he does want to keep it as an anti-vehicle ranger, which is a good idea. That looks like a great spot for a frag grenade, but looks like they got flinched from the
enemy is
bazooka
seizing
shots.
our territory.
We await your command.
Kaliningrad will capture up that munitions
Has been
point.
secured.
Attention, the enemy advances.
And some of these points are being decaptured. Up north, we do have the two Panthers, both of them quite wounded.
We are losing ground.
And the AT guns are getting repaired up. Very nice. Do we see sticky bomb research? I don't believe we see sticky bombs just yet. One squad of
The
STGs
Yankees are
have been
grabbing
deployed
our
on out.
territory.
Anti-tank infantry.
Yeah, but Kaliningrad will be quite
Americans are
concerned
seizing
about
territory from
bazookas,
us.
since he can't exactly shoot back at them.
We've completed the build.
Good hit there.
Forward supply lines are broken.
And multiple good hits there on the engineer squad.
Enemy unit eradicated.
Okay, that was a bit lucky, I would say. Rifleman receiving quite a bit of fire there from these G43s. The other squad is being upgraded with MP44s as well. That squad will be able to escape on out of there.
Increased squad sizes are now possible.
Now he has the 4-man squad upgrade. Very nice. This is going to be very useful for the STGs, seeing that they get still an extra STG model as well as the health. While the G43 model squads could always use some extra men, because extra rifles never hurt as well. We may see a frag grenade, and City Grenade does come forward. And that Flamer getting some great AoE damage in. Rifleman eyeing to engage from the flank, in a bit of light cover up there, but this one is charging on forward. These guys have been just on open ground this entire time, so they will sustain quite a bit extra damage there. Veteran C2 Rifleman charging on forward.
We are losing a sector.
Looks like he threw out a frag grenade there. And I still don't know what doctrine he's gone for. He must have gone for Tank Hunter, right?
Taking army fire.
Because by now, if he would have gone for Scorched Earth, he would have booby traps everywhere.
Contact infantry.
The enemy is attacking a petrol depot.
SEG squad does get the drop on those riflemen. But it does manage to run away with all of the models. Probably thanks to that Veteran C2. Two squads of riflemen are engaged in that STG squad, and the Flamer here can do some good work as well. But if not, they did not get ripped apart by that STG squad.
Contact infantry.
Ready to pass on orders.
Capture that munitions point. We do have the two Panthers rotating on over. One is not fully repaired just yet, and we have the AT guns here and
Enemy is
here.
attacking a petrol depot.
All these points are being captured on up.
Hummel, self-propelled artillery.
So he has gone for
pieces can now be
Scorched Earth.
commissioned for
Okay.
our troops.
I was more and more convinced he went for a Tank Hunter because there's just no booby traps anywhere. But now we do have Hummels. He does have enough for a Hummel. And these AT guns do get a pair of bounce there, splitting their fire as well. Though one of the Panthers are severely wounded.
Enemy rifle squad. Motor half-track taking fire. Ready for new movement.
Kaliningrad, of course, will be forced back. These G43s are just sort of moving everywhere, not utilizing cover whatsoever. Does use a suppressive fire ability there on the retreat.
We have
And does get the
eliminated
full
enemy
wipe
once
there.
more of the Kampfgruppes vehicles.
He's not going to be happy about that. Does get a sniper shot off there. Does use suppressive fire there, trying to hunt down that sniper. Does escape on out of there. Engineer squad will need to fall back. They're going to get ripped apart. Hummel has been deployed on out. And this should take out these
The enemy is stealing a victory
AT guns
point from
quite
beneath our
easily.
noses.
Sniper now picking away at against these G43 squads.
Gun over there.
Ooh, and there goes another rifleman squad there. While the Hummel's charged, firing, and does get the kill there on that sniper. Frag grenade thrown. Let's see, he only has the frag grenades on the Rangers. He must not have frag grenade research for the riflemen.
Hummel, self-propelled howitzers are available to take the field.
2 Panthers and a Hummel.
We are losing territory.
He's a bit low on manpower at the moment. Do you have the Thompson upgrade there on the Rangers? They do have Veterancy 1 as well.
Reinforcements ready to roll.
Riflemen won't be able to do much versus Panthers. Bazookas maybe will get some hits there. 1 miss. And they do fall back there now. The squad was quite separated as well, so the second bazooka did not fire.
Rifle squad taking fire! Moving!
AT gun does roll a bounce there. The Hummel probably still on cooldown, so won't be able to barrage these AT guns just yet.
Fire!
What are my
This one
coordinates?
is blocked by a hedge.
Got hostiles in the compound. Base is under attack.
We're losing him as fast as we
Heavy
can.
enemy fire on our position.
Pounded out of us!
Well, maybe we did pack abuse. Maybe did not. I'm not
Forces are
sure.
taking casualties.
Coming up from behind!
But right there, that looked like just not pack abuse. They were just sort of just set up there.
Rangers!
Go!
Over here, we do got these G43 squads. Like we're going to see, yep, do have to slow there.
Base is under enemy fire.
And there goes our rifleman. That was a Vet 2 rifleman now down.
They're going after a fuel point. One of
He
ours.
does get some engine damage there, and the AT gun does find a good hit there as well. No additional shots there by the AT gun, but the bazookas will be able to take him out.
Enemy unit down.
Get us a field commendation.
Get your kit and form up.
Over on the right side, we do have the G43s captured these points.
Need something?
I got a bag here taking charge!
Good hits there.
Taking full on fire here!
The Rangers are a Veterancy 2, so they potentially could get some work done, but there's now 2 STG squads, both with level 1 accuracy. Those are all frag grenade there. Doesn't get the retreating squad. And now we do have off-map combat groups. Maybe I'll get some good luck with those spawns. Honestly, even a mortar wouldn't be half bad, because the mortars would at least draw fire away from the draw the fire of the Hummel. He has 1 Panther, 1 Hummel. You'll likely see, based on his current opponent's composition, a second Hummel wouldn't be entirely half bad. He has plenty of infantry at the moment. And they're all reinforced as well.
Initiating defensive operations. We're losing ground out
Hummel,
there.
trying to barrage looks at the VP. They do have a 30 cal to point out. That's likely from up-map combat group. He does have a mortar out as well.
57 mil at your service.
And an extra AT gun. So it looks like we got a second AT gun, a mortar, and an MG from that off-map combat group.
Suck it up. Coming up with her right. I think you're the Panther Elite.
my coordinates?
One of our units was annihilated.
Pilot being engaged!
AT gun does get decrewed. Does suppress the Ranger squad with the G43s. Does use fired up, but fired up only breaks suppression, doesn't break slow effects. We may see a frag grenade there, but the Thompson Rangers will rip apart that squad, no problem. 30 cal still here. Looks like some rifleman models went down. He still has 2 riflemen. And has lost one of his AT guns as well. It's downed right there. Very, very wounded. And the Panther can't hit the broadside of a barn. Seriously, Panther? You can't shoot that? Okay, I'm not sure why the Panthers keeps on missing. Mortar crew
Awaiting your orders, sir.
pushes way forward. Does get the kill there on the AT gun.
What are my coordinates?
Enemy fire! Get down!
Mortar crew does immediately fall back. The rifleman squad will fall back as well. And the Panther will get repaired.
Anti-tank crew, ready.
What are my coordinates?
Both AT guns are quite staggered, so they won't be barraged by a single Hummel barrage.
Taking small arms fire!
Looks like the engineers will push on forward. The riflemen will receive quite a bit of fire there since the
fuel
Vet
point is being
3
seized.
accuracy. Panzer Grenadier does throw a frag out there, but of course he does dodge it.
Feeling about this, Sarge.
Panther not fully healed, but do have a 30 cal.
Crew, look alive.
AT gun trying to hit that Panther. These STG squads will overwhelm these AT guns no problem. And looks like the 30 cal will fall back.
Squad is taking small arms fire! AT squad under fire!
And that AT gun will get decrewed. He may claim that AT gun for himself, but no, throws out a pair of AT grenades. Doesn't get the kill
The
there.
enemy is down to
Hostiles
300
in the
points.
compound.
Base is under
What are my
attack.
coordinates?
30 cal has fell back a bit.
What needs doing?
And we do have a double capture, triple capture actually by the US player with tickets. So this game will continue on. The AT gun will get destroyed. We do have Vet 3 Rangers here. Throws out a frag, taking out 2 of the models there. He may get a wipe there on that
Enemy unit
SCG squad.
down.
Yes, he does. Vet 3 Rangers take no prisoners. Just produces a lot of casualties. Hummel.
The enemy is after us.
So Hummel's barrage in the base.
Base is under attack.
And this is the cutoff point here, so he's denying that munitions to come. The fuel point comes sort of pointless at this probably for the Panzer Leaf player.
Got enemy troop movement!
Riflemen start making the advance. He probably has sticky bomb research.
Operation posts report we are losing a sector.
Panthers at level 1 defense veteran C. We do have the sprint ability being utilized there, I believe. Yes, that's not a retreat, that's a sprint. Though it could use a full retreat. Sticky bomb will connect. He does have access to 1 AT gun, which is on the other side of the map. So the engine will be damaged, preventing the Panther from going back in for quite some time.
Guys, listen up.
And the engineers will continue to capture that point. Fresh STG squad has been deployed. Good damage there on the engineer, and they will get pursued down.
Casualties being reported. We have a threat to our victory point.
He's pretty close to another off-map combat group.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply. Losing a victory point. We are losing a victory point.
In the compound.
Oh, Hummel's raining another barrage over here. Does claim more than range models.
Supply lines are broken. The enemy is after our victory out of supply.
Off-map combat group. Looks like he does get a Greyhound, AT gun, and a mortar, and a rifleman. So overall, a lot of The AT gun, the rifleman is actually important. He does need more riflemen. The Greyhound could be quite useful to hit the flanks where the Panther's not. He only is fighting against one Panther at the moment, so the Greyhound to hit the other side of the map can be quite useful, especially versus the G43s and the STGs, though it does have to be worried about those AT grenades, which he may or may not realize his opponent does have. Sticky Bomb does come forward. Bounce there. Engine damage there. And the mortar is going to charge on forward. And the Greyhound will force back the right flank as the Panther is on the left flank, getting some great damage in as I start hitting my microphone repeatedly. 30 cal will capture the VP, so it's going to be VP game. Booby Trap has been triggered. Does receive a bit of damage there, does lose a model there. And he's going to be Booby Trap up that point as well.
We have a threat to our victory point.
Oh, Hummel raining a barrage in somewhere. Let's just try to hit that barracks. Barracks is being upgraded with bars, getting some extra bar. Ooh, he's denied the bars. He's really loaded the bar of his opponent. 30 cal squad.
Infantry squad lost.
We'll get fully wiped there. Over here, rifleman will be, or mortar team will be captured that munitions point, but likely will get wiped. I think that's a suicidal one. I don't think he really cares about the mortars. Yep, mortars get wiped out, bleeding off some veterancy to its opponent on this squad. Two rifleman squad here, so may see some defensive frags to prevent the advance. Does dodge that one.
Munitions point under attack.
And it could be go for the off-map power shoot, right? If you got the damage injured there from the AT grenades? No, from a light AT half-track. Very nice. Destroyed engine entirely. Mortar puts there, including AT grenades. And there goes that Greyhound.
Rangers back at full fighting strength.
Long-range artillery is awaiting coordinates.
Off-map power shoots now available. We do got the 1, 2, 3 Panzer Grenadiers here. The G43 squad does fall back. He has 3 STG squads.
We're drawing too much fire.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I cannot pronounce your name because I have no... Oh, Sky SOXP2. There's parentheses behind that name. Ranger Squad is making his advance, may get some good damage there on the STGs, but there's way too many STGs for him to stick around for too long. Those are frag grenade, does dodge it. Yep, and there's a sitting bit of abuse, but did drop on the Thompson models, not the bazooka models. And he actually is surviving. Can't handle last guy, but still. Oh boy, that's a lot of abuse. He sustained and dealt. No, that's light TF track, not a second Hummel.
What are my coordinates?
They say T-Gun will be recruited by the engineer squad, so he did sacrifice the engineer squad there. That must have been a mistake. That gun needed repairs, not crewing by the engineers.
Rifle squad taking fire.
Riflemen do fall back. He actually has no more engineers, so he did crew this, lose a squad, his last engineer squad right there. And I think the US player has backed out of the game. See, he cast in first, so yep, the US player has backed out of the game. Here I thought we were going to see some really big comeback of Rangers, but I guess not. Well, either way, this is Andgreat saying thank you for watching. And on to the next replay. Yep, and that was this one here. And I still have these 3 replays from him. I'm not so sure if any of them are any good. Let's just do the middle one. They're all US versus Wehrmacht. So let's just do the middle one. And here we are. Come on now, press any key. Apparently not any key works. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. So on the left side, as the US player, we have the biggest Master Troll. So on his opponent, as the Wehrmacht player, we have a, I'm assuming that's going to be a foreign name. It's probably going to be a bunch of foreign characters, because sometimes text just simply doesn't translate based on fonts. We do have a double engineer opener, not going for a third. This map tends to track multiple engineer openers simply to capture up all the left and right flank. And he's actually, oh, maybe now realizes most people go for this munitions point relatively early. But looks like some pulled them over here. I think he's now sending them back over to us direction.
Rifle squad deployed. People captured.
Rifleman squad has been deployed. These Volksgrenadiers making their advance, eyeing to capture up perhaps this cutoff point here with the Pioneers pushed forward. Maybe we'll see some wire here. Oh, speaking about wire, he's pulling out some wire right there as well. Looks like he's going to box in that point.
Rifle squad has the objective.
Does capture the cutoff point there. He may be eyeing for this point next. And we may see some wire going on down. No, he's going for this point here, to the fuel point. Central conditions point is being captured. And if he's going in, I think he's going in deep, trying to stop this point here. But what on earth is that? I know it leaves an opening there, but oh god. That's a bit excessive. Let's see if he says anything about that. And that all that work can be dealt quickly with a single engineer with a pair of wire cutters. Speaking of engineers, this squad will likely get overwhelmed by the Volksgrenadiers. Pioneers can push on forward as well.
Point is ours. We'll take lock it down.
And he will be captured that munitions point there.
Capture complete. This point is army now.
Rifle squad taking fire!
Volksgrenadier and Rifleman will find each other. I think the Volks are not eyeing inside the church. No divine deliverance for them.
People. Rifle squad deployed.
And this Volksgrenadier is advancing as well. So it looks like we do have two Volksgrenadiers, and now we got a
Germans are seizing
Kampfkraft
territory
Center.
from us.
And the Volksgrenadiers here, so there's three Volksgrenadiers. No MG42, no motorcycle. Usually see one of them.
We're losing ground out there.
Enemy fire! Get down! Quick!
So we may see a early casualty recovery bunker by the Wehrmacht player. With Mount Volksgrenadiers, a lot of casualty recovery potential.
We are losing a sector.
This Volksgrenadier will be overwhelmed by the Rifleman. His buddy is right there. Only one window on this side, but soon these other windows could be firing against that Rifleman squad. Yes, they do. There's two windows on that side. Still not a really great building there, but we do have Veteran C1 for the Volksgrenadier. With the amount of Volksgrenadier he has, he definitely does need to get that veterancy up quite
Supply lines are
quickly.
broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Over here, this Volksgrenadier has soft retreated back to a bit of heavy cover here, but the riflemen are behind heavy cover themselves.
Listen up, rifle squad.
Riflemen do drop a model there. The Volksgrenadier have not yet dropped a model, but given enough time, they can heal back their health as well. He's maintaining good range, that's for sure.
Crowds are firing on us! Riflemen!
Riflemen are engaging the Volksgrenadier at close range. It's really iffy to see who actually wins that fight, but 2 Volksgrenadier models do go down, while 4 Rifleman models are still alive. Volksgrenadiers do fall back, with 3 models remaining.
Just tell us what
And
you
this
need us to
Volksgrenadier
do.
squad does fall back as well. Overall, great capping game by the Wehrmacht player. No wire over here nor
Initiating
here.
defensive operations.
The US player has gone for defensive operations. So, we know what Tokshi's gone for, so let's go over here. So, infantry versus what? Those are the US players deploying some landmines there with his riflemen.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
La Volmanière.
And looks like both players are laying down some landmines now. But the riflemen to say, nope, we'll stop building landmines to shoot you. And we do gotta have we actually do have a built mortar out on the field. Ooh, and a great hit there with the mortar as well. He definitely has vision in that region, so I think he knows what Doctrine's opponent's gone for, seeing those riflemen laying down some landmines.
Volksgrenadier squad at full complement. Okay, location is ours.
We do have a fresh MG42, finds that landmine.
Volk squad
The Volk squad will heal itself eventually, but it's still quite wounded, and next to a mortar, which a well-placed mortar can take out all 4 of those models, while leaving that 5th
What now?
and 4th and 5th one over there. MG42 trying to set on up, make some good hits there. Mortar perhaps barraging the church right now. Yeah, that looks like a barrage order. Riflemen making their advance, getting some good hits there onto that Volksgrenadier. Now we do got the escalated phase. Does find that landmine, so he didn't realize there was a landmine there.
Seize objective. No enemy in sight.
The mortar is still pretty healthy at the moment, though it is quite wounded, I should say. MG42 will fall back, could potentially get wiped by this rifleman. And the MG42 will manage to survive. Volksgrenadier make a soft retreat away, but severely wounded. Wehrmacht sniper does get hit there on the Flamer engineers.
Sector.
As these riflemen start making, or Volksgrenadiers start making their advance.
On your right, coming up behind you.
Engineers are capturing that VP. So just a single capture in favor of the Wehrmacht.
Spotted, and I'm taking fire.
A 3-man squad will capture that point. We do have US landmines right there.
No contact here.
Which this Volksgrenadier model may find it, will find it, will not find it.
Okay, prepare for duty.
Mortar throwing out some smoke, very nice, but nothing smoke off.
Okay, location
All my
is
Enemy
ours.
advances.
And landmine. Getting a triple kill there. That squad needs a fallback. Pioneers do fall back as well. This squad finally does fall back.
Yeah.
And this Volksgrenadier will take his time to heal himself. He needs a bit more time. Now we do have a half-track here. Likely going to be a reinforcement half-track. I doubt it's going to be a flamer half-track. Oh! Spots a landmine. Detonates a landmine. Very nice.
We're losing territory.
Okay, location is ours. We finished laying mines. Pioneers deployed.
More landmines to be deployed on out. Second squad of Pioneers has been deployed on as well. He must have lost one of the squads at one point in time.
Pioneers here. Reporting.
Half-track does have a Pioneer squad and a Volksgrenadier. Oh, he has 3 squads of Pioneers, my bad. The Volksgrenadier does need to take time for some reinforcements. And the MP40 squad is now charging forward. I do love the MP40 squad. Against a great damage there and some suppression there from the half-track. Could see some suppression across these forces as well. Yeah, he is getting some great suppression there. Allowing the MP40 Volks to really close the distance, getting some great damage in. If he wasn't getting knocked around by his teammates, his Pioneer buddies' flamethrower. And all those guys get suppressed and pinned down by that half-track. Overall, great engagement there by the Wehrmacht player. US Sniper has been deployed on out. The Wehrmacht Sniper is still alive. And these Volksgrenadiers do get back too close to that MG. They do spot the observation post here for the extra
We
fuel.
have regained the momentum on the field.
You may see a sticky grenade here.
Mines laid as ordered. Enemy infantry action.
And he does spot the sniper and the minesweeper. And that minesweeper could go down by the sniper. Oh, no, he does not. He got interrupted there. Fires, and there goes the minesweeper squad when he really should have retreated back. Guess he was busy microing. Mortar team and rifleman may fall back. Observation post down here is almost destroyed, but does manage to save it. And the sniper's being pursued by this half-track. He still has a Volksgrenadier in the back of the half-track as well. MP40 squad here getting severely wounded. Is receiving some reinforcements. Sticky bomb does come forward. He can hop out the Pioneer and still have the Volksgrenadier in the back for gunning.
Enemy troops are firing on us.
Does another sticky bomb there. Gunner killed. The rear gunner is killed. I think he hopped out with the squads. He does hop out with the squads there and fully retreats those forces, allowing the half-track to die.
Our half-track unit is kaput.
Pack gun does go down. We got a Grenadier here. And MG42 does find a good placement there. Wehrmacht Snipers, only 3 kills. US Sniper, I'm not sure where.
Our troops are target eliminated.
Taking small arms fire.
Yeah, I don't know where that US Sniper... There it is. 3 kills as well. So pretty even, both of them. We got a Wehrmacht landmine there. This rifleman's trying to push his way forward, trying to flank that MG. But this rifleman and engineer will get the flank there as well. Sniper's falling on back. The landmines will be here to cover his retreat, but he did not advance any farther forward.
We built it according to plans.
We are losing ground.
Volksgrenadiers taking fire.
The Yankees are grabbing our territory.
Volksgrenadiers are a bit wounded with the MP40s. The other ones are quite healthy behind heavy cover. Sniper is still alive, getting some good hits there. Speaking of snipers, it's still alive and getting some good kills.
We lost one! Cover his position!
Flamer squad engaging Minesweeper squad. One grease gun is engaging the Flamer. Looks like he does fall back. I probably would have kept that Flamer around a little bit longer. If he gets one more kill, then the Minesweeper itself can't fight back. Though it could use as a mallet in other games. Oh, that's a really good landmine.
Find any nice dirt down there?
Yes, there's a lot of grains of dirt.
What do you need?
And we do have the engineer squad will manage to fall back. But that was a really good landmine.
Ready!
Bunker deployed?
Cowards attack
Definitely a
our
recovery
forward
bunker.
base.
Yep. With no Volksgrenadiers, I'm surprised he hasn't got that earlier, because that could have been a lot of casualties could claim. He has not repaired up this observation post, but the Panzerschreck would have made short work of it anyways. Now it's a pile of rubble.
Incoming gunfire! Volksgrenadiers hold steady! Was jetzt?
And that's a 4-man squad with very little health. Now a 3-man squad with very little health.
Volksgrenadiers reporting full strength!
Sniper König here.
Recovery bunker has, of course, been deployed. We've got one casualty being sought after. Oops.
Got a sniper!
2 snipers out the board now. He will decapture that point. Needs to get away from those snipers, that's for sure.
We're losing territory.
Sniper ready to engage. Sniper ready for the struggle. Yes, have the point. Sturm armory completed.
So we do have a Sturm Armory. I wonder what he's going for. Probably for 2-3-4s, I'm guessing, to get some autocannon armored scout cars. Nope, he's going for a Stug. I was completely wrong. Sniper does a good hit there. Riflemen are falling on back. And now do have some smoke coming on in.
Cowards attack our forward base.
And it looks like he did get a direct hit there on that casualty recovery bunker. I wonder if that actually reveals it to him that he actually has that there. MP40 volts could advance, while this squad will manage to sustain quite a bit of fire. Flamer Pioneers are advancing in Vet 1 tanks, so now this can be Vet 1 Stugs out in the field. Flamer's getting some good hits there, though his MP40 volts are starting to get disintegrated by thanks to those bar riflemen. And the MP40 squad does actually fully gets wiped.
Tell us who to shoot!
Does have another MP40 squad here.
Volksgrenadiers at ready!
Does get the wipe there on the Minesweeper, which could be very nice. Getting rid of that Minesweeper means he could just start building a lot of mines.
This one is fresh off the assembly line. Location is ours.
Some of these casualties are being recovered, very nice. And some of the casualties are not being recovered, but they're pretty far away, and 2 casualties being brought back, which means a free Grenadier.
Great, another repair.
Incoming gunfire! Volksgrenadiers hold steady!
Ooh! I was thinking, like, I was going to see, I saw 2 landmines, and that one was a US landmine, while this one is a Wehrmacht landmine. In which that sniper may find it. No, he does not.
Cowards attack our forward base.
And it does find that landmine as well. Does that one throw a frag on top of it? I wonder how that one got detonated.
Veterans engaging.
Stug advancing. Vet 1 Stugs. Throws a frag. Does secure the kill on that Flamer. Now we do have an armor car. It does have Light 1 vehicle veteran suit, just got deployed out as well. And throws out a frag there. So do you have frag research by the rifleman? The mortar trying to soften up the Stug. There's still a Wehrmacht landmine there. It's actually wounded. A couple landmines here and there. So taking out that minesweeper has actually been very important. US players deploying some landmines there as well.
Forward base.
Does get some suppression there. Does not actually get the kill there on the MG42 with that sniper. Was it
The
the
enemy
smoke?
has 300 points.
You know, I don't really know exactly what the smoke does in this game. This is before... Does this provide line of sight blockers in this game? Come Heroes 2, it does. I'm not sure about Come Heroes 1. Or shot blockers. I know in Dawn of War, the smoke does not provide line of sight blockers, or Dawn of War 2. Doesn't get the wipe there on that mortar. May still get it. Armor cars trying to gauge these guys. Overall, the riflemen do not get a sticky bomb off, and the riflemen could go down. The riflemen do go down. Wait, did you say China map hack? Why? Nothing looked like a map hack in that game. He's backed out of the game. Guy's sort of angry that he lost the game. I don't know. Either way, it does end great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Quick to Windows, quick to the main menu. Ugh, need to get some more. Need to get some sleep one of these days. Yeah, not really too impressed by these replays. I'm probably not going to cast them tonight or at all. So let's go ahead and go on to for this one. Nothing seemed like map hacks on both sides, honestly. Though then again, I wasn't really paying attention for map hacks. Nope. Let's go and get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the south side as the US player, we have Integral Swede. Spawn on the north side as the Wehrmacht player, we have Capcom. Either way. Do have, looks like a triple Pioneer opener versus a double Pioneer, double Engineer opener.
Engineers reporting.
Barracks complete, as ordered.
Ready for orders.
Go for defensive capturing by the US player, while the Wehrmacht player is going a bit more aggressive, getting the central road. Also eyeing for this munitions point. And getting this munitions point will be in supply thanks to him capturing up this road. While this is usually the standard cutoff point, this is, I guess, the alternate cutoff point.
Rifle squad, ready for action.
Going straight for this munitions point as well. Interesting. We do got a motorcycle being deployed on out.
Captured.
And these pioneers captured the munitions point. Hello.
Check your ammo. Clear your sights.
We have the point, and we're damn well gonna keep it.
Trying to help secure this cutoff point. We do got the VP actually captured. And we'll spot this motorcycle very, very far forward. You may have also noticed the...
Let's say we lock it down.
That's a Kitsune model, and I have a VTuber avatar. A Kitsune VTuber avatar. We do got the motorcycle receive a bit of damage here, and the Pioneers will be eyeing to get inside of the building. Up north, we got another motorcycle. Interesting. Double motorcycle opener. No Volks, no MG42s just yet.
Rifle squad. Look sharp, rifleman.
And the rifleman will fall on back, or soft retreat away. Pioneers won't be able to engage out anyways. And this point is in supply due to this central point being captured.
Pay attention.
Motorcycle has received quite a bit of fire. And this rifleman will find this motorcycle as well. They're very close, getting some good damage there on the motorcycle as it withdraws. Pioneers on to repair up the motorcycle, as this motorcycle is receiving quite a bit of fire. We do have an MG42 has been deployed on out, trying to perhaps secure some sectors here, but going for this cutoff point will, of course, well, cut off his opponent's sectors, but there's nothing much to cut off since it's being decaptured here as well. Riflemen pushing their way forward. We got a Flamer Pioneer here. And we got the MG42 push his way forward, getting some good damage there onto the Rifleman.
Ammo dump secure. Taking hits. Ready to die.
Riflemen pushing their way forward, making some good damage in. Flamer's getting some, it's within Flamer range at least, and he's trying to get inside the garrison, but does drop one of the models there. This Pioneer, however, will push forward as well.
Troops can now make sticky bombs.
That's a little bit too early for sticky bombs. It's a bit of a waste to use sticky bombs on motorcycles, I would say. Also, you have some extreme issue dealing with them. So he sort of is, but he's able to get some good damage onto them. We may see a sticky bomb here. No, we do not. MG42 pushes his way forward. Could get onto the heavy cover there of the hay barrels.
Point under
Or
attack.
piles of hay. They're not really hay bales, are they? Engineers do get spotted there. And these Pioneers will be captured at that point as well. He hasn't even touched his fuel point yet. He's going heavy for the munitions. Like, if you look here, munitions, 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 and munitions. He's secured most munition points on the field. Not be able to capture up this one, but is capturing up this one here. This is the one of two that he hasn't captured up, and it's not likely going to capture up this one either.
Front shifting.
So he's going for heavy for munitions. Maybe he's eyeing for a lot of support weapons, grenades, other doctrinal abilities. Not sure. Flamer's making his advance, getting some good damage there onto the Rifleman. We do have a Volksgrenadier deployed on the field. That may have been a sticky bomb there.
Territory.
People.
We're losing ground out there.
And that point is being captured by Volks. Nope, he has to stop capturing up there. Flamers will get inside the building, but he's going to be surrounded. And getting some great damage there on that Rifleman.
Supply lines are broken. The Huns are taking territory cut off from supply.
Don't think, just follow fucking orders. Giddy up.
The Rifleman here will be a bit overwhelmed. Flamer squad is coming here to support. He has gotten out of the garrison, but he's overall pretty damaged. Hasn't got any veterancy on his units as well. He has thrown a sticky bomb there on the motorcycle. He will get the kill there. A little bit overkill, but he will get both the motorcycles now down. Down south, we do have the Volks Rifleman engaged in the MG42. He has two MG42s on the field. Volksgrenadier and the Flamer Pioneers are advancing as well.
Stay the hell down.
Fully pinned there. And this Rifleman is pushing the way forward, trying to capture this munitions point, while this engineer is trying to capture this standard point here. Though this point is cut off, so the cutoff point has been decaptured. Hasn't deployed a support weapons team. He has gotten a True Center. May have been a good idea to deploy out a sniper too, or mortar team. That's definitely going to be an MG bunker.
losing ground out
Revo?
there.
I don't see... Revo's not in this game.
Capture complete. The point
Time to
is
kill
Unless he's going by an alias.
We got crowd troops firing on us!
Riflemen are getting suppressed.
GI's ready.
Under heavy fire! We can't
Supply lines are broken. We
Ah.
have territory cut off. from
I did not
supply.
realize that. I really don't know Smurfs, aliases, or anything like that all too well. But we do have another bunker here. He's deploying out a lot of bunkers. Jeez, maybe a bit too heavy investment. He has 2 MG emplacements, or MG teams, and 2 bunkers. MG bunker here, MG bunker here. There's MGs everywhere. Is it going to be M2? Pioneers and engineers engaging at close range, but I think the engineers should be a win out. So it all depends how much they dance around each other. And it's actually pretty close. Definitely not very close when the Volksgrenadiers show up.
cover! Idiot!
Engineers will manage to escape on out there. Maybe he's deploying
Now
a support weapons
rapid
center.
Deployment.
Rapid deployment, that's armor doctrine, right? It may be a good idea to deploy out some mortar teams.
We're losing ground.
At this
out
point,
there.
with all those MG bunkers, mortar teams seem a bit more useful than, say, a sniper or two.
Shut your
Let's see what he goes for. The munitions point is being captured.
We're hot! Sitting under fire from crowd
And he's getting some good hits there on
We
the
have territory cut off from supply.
MG42. Maybe see some grenade research? We got 4 of the Fatherland activated, so his opponent has gone for defensive. Does he immediately retreat away from it? Because he can't really engage while that's active. Yes, he is going for a mortar. Very, very nice. Start barraging these weapon teams. He perhaps able to splash down this landmine as well. Especially if they're like that.
mortar here. We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
Would a second mortar be entirely stupid? The mounts deployed on the
Germans are
field.
seizing territory
Sort of
from us.
impartial to a second mortar, but we do have something being deployed out here. Likely a pack gun.
Listen up.
It does fall back for that squad.
We got our flamethrower.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off.
Hmm. Mortar
from supply.
smoke could be useful, and charging forth some engineered demolitions. First mortar has rained on in. He has reinforced that squad. And does find this squad here. Has a mortar. Has rotated on over, trying to engage this MG42. And the Strikemen are behind some heavy cover there. We do have an MP40
Observation
squad.
posts report we are losing a sector.
And the Flamer's pushing his way forward. The Flamer against heavy cover. Yeah. It's not really getting good flame bursts off. It's getting flinched around, knocked around a bit. For the Fatherland has been activated. We've got another flanking engineer. As the squad does get suppressed there. And Mortar's getting some good hits over there.
Krauts
Nope,
have cut
no
forward
second
supply
mortar just
lines.
yet. It does fully decrew that MG42, but with the amount of fire here, he needs to fall back sooner rather than later. Doesn't look like he has any grenades on the retreat path either, and he may lose that squad. It's severely wounded, but nope, he does manage to escape on out of there. Does get a hit there. For the Fatherland has been activated once more. A lot of CQB squads, 2 Flamers and an MP40 squad. That's a lot of close range firepower, but these follow-up mortars could stop him from recruiting that gun. Riflemen charge on forward. A Wehrmacht mortar has come on in. He may be on for some counter barrages.
We're being hit by crowd infantry!
Engineer squad ready.
Oh, finds a landmine. Actually, Him hitting that landmine right there did more damage to the Wehrmacht player. Oof. And it also stops him from recruiting that MG. The US player could claim that MG for his own. Nope, looks like it's not.
Enemy unit down.
Oh, and there goes a wipe. I believe that's a wipe on a Flamer squad. Yep, one Flamer Pioneer down.
Drawing too much fire! Rifle squad taking fire!
Rifleman trying to engage these squads. We got another Flamer Engineer push way forward. This Flamer Pioneer could get wiped out. Looks like he does not get wiped there. I think he just used that entire MP40 Volk squad on that MG.
Casualties being reported.
He does lose one of his own. US player did lose one of his own squads, maybe from this mortar. A lot of Vet 2 weaponry, Vet 2 support weapons, and there goes another Pioneer. There's Vet 2 MGs, Vet 2 mortar, Vet 2 Flamer Pioneers, but the Wehrmacht player has lost quite a bit.
Listen up.
Looks like the mortar got decrewed in that mix and got recrewed. Getting a direct hit there. The Wehrmacht mortar could get wiped out there. No, did not. Misses there as well.
The Axis
We're
are
losing
winning
them
the
as fast
battle.
as we're getting
Get back in the fight.
Contact! Out infantry!
NG-42 does suppress these squads.
Base is under attack.
And we got the mortar receiving some hits. Do we see some counter barrages? And looks like the mortar does actually go down there. Rifleman charging forward, trying to perhaps maybe eyeing for a frag grenade. He may not have frag grenades researched. But a lot of for the Fatherlands. Triple capture in favor of the Axis player. Let's take a quick look at the Axis player's resources. He's been spending his munitions on, that's for sure. So it looks like he's spending all of his munitions on for the Fatherland. And he has 3 Pioneers, 1 Sniper, a Mortar, and 2 MGs. I think it's a US Mortar that's really getting him back in the game. He has 4 Riflemen, and this Mortar, though it's not the original squad per se, did a lot of work. I think that Mortar wiped out 2 Flamer Pioneers? Maybe a bit more? For the Fatherlands activate once again, the Flamer Pioneer does fall back. The other one is pushed his way forward. He could really use Bar Rifleman, that's for sure, to help him with the flank, but that's expensive investment. It may just drop a whole bunch of bars for his opponent. Smork raining on in. That may have been from his own mortar. And that smoke allowed him to advance quite a bit. He may be out of arc now.
Base is under attack.
Riflemen are advancing as well, trying to get some good fire there, and the Flamer will manage to collapse on that MG team. Flamer's trying to advance on forward, but this
Enemy
one
unit
gets
down.
wiped out. Wehrmacht Sniper will receive some hits there, but I don't think it will be wiped out. Now he's going to spread out, capture up multiple points at once. He still needs to get his mortar into
Heavy
this
infantry
region
reserves are now available.
and start hitting those bunkers, but also getting out some Rangers out, hit them from flanks. Fired up would be very good, so both Rangers and Airborne would have been both good for fired up to sprint past these MGs, throw grenades, and hit them in the side with either bazookas or recoilless rifles. Going for some M2 House wouldn't be half bad as well, but who knows what his opponent's going to be deploying, because there's a Sturm Armory.
squad has the objective.
Mortar raining on somewhere. Looks on top of the MG bunker. Grenade warfare, iron to rotate him forward, but it has to be very careful not just to barrage, order a barrage forward, or else it goes straight into that that other barrage. We do have the MG42 being deployed, does use for the fatherland, does retreat back with both of those squads.
Backbone of the infantry forces.
Not yet.
Front shifting.
He spent a
Crowds
lot
are
of
grabbing
resources. If you go
territory
back
from
to the
us.
Wehrmacht player, a lot of fuel stored up, that's for sure. He's going for a Gerstensvak. How do you pronounce this thing again? Gerstens... I just need to read it off. I have to look at it in order to pronounce at it. So it's going for the Stug alternative. Yeah, Geschutzwagen, I think. I can never remember how to pronounce that damn thing.
Taking fire!
Sniper may be receiving some hits there. It does use the medical crates there. It does manage to stealth away. And here comes the Geschutzwagen. There we go. He pronounced it for me. Geschutzwagen.
Taking fire. MG squad, down one man.
Slowly advancing. We got this rifleman here. Why do you go for Geschutzwagen? As you mentioned beforehand, he could have gone Oswin. I would have been a bit more impartial towards a Panzer IV. But Geschutzwagen is more of an AT asset rather than an anti-infantry asset. So he could have gone for Panzer Command to get out something. Hell, Nebel Warfare wouldn't be half bad in this situation. Start barraging his opponent's base.
Enemy unit down.
Yep. The allied tank is deployed and he's maintaining great fuel control. A Panzer IV could have handled that as well as engaged infantry. If he's concerned about vehicles, that's why the Panzer IV is such a good option at this point. If you are truly concerned about enemy vehicles. And that mortar, look at that mortar's work. Took out the MG42 and the mortar. And the MG42 will manage to suppress some of these squads. That Minesweeper does go down.
Our base is under attack.
And he does lose those squads. The Flamer is still trying to pursue that sniper, but the flank there of the Bar Rifleman will get the wipe there on that MG42. And he could potentially claim these MG42s for his own. Wait, the Geschutzwagen
Enemy unit
are in the
down.
base? Why? He knows... He's using Geschutzwagen to engage the base. Well, he's fighting against infantry, and Rifleman has really good sticky bombs. Why on earth did he go for that? And he's hitting a MG bunker, which he has no really assault infantry for. And he's hitting the weapons support center, which is something that is expendable, really. Geschutzwagen would likely go down to a sticky bomb. This one here could potentially go down to sticky bomb as well. Up north, we do have the Flamer slowly burning with the MG bunker. Sniper may get overran by the Bar Rifleman.
Our base is enemy unit down.
Geschutzwagen does go down, does take out the weapons support center and the MG, but those are two minor losses at this point. He has two mortars deployed on the field. That may have been a captured mortar.
Position taking fire.
Yep, that's a captured grenade warfare. Could claim a free MG42, another free MG42 as well.
Got the point, sir.
Bunker will go down,
Get out of here.
Engineer squad, on fire!
and there goes that bunker. This one is still alive.
Reinforcements ready to roll.
I'm sort of surprised we didn't see M2, but at this point, it's a good thing he didn't go for an M2. The M2 would have been great versus placements, but that mortar is all he needed. Who goes for an M2 when he could just get mortar?
Rifleman ready.
And now he has two mortars. Mortars are nice. But
We're losing
now there's a
ground
lot of
out
smoke as well. Very nice. Wehrmacht sniper is getting some shots off. Has what? 22 kills. Quite a number of kills. There's another Wehrmacht sniper deployed as well. That was his first kill.
Keep those rifles ready.
And he won't be able to secure the kill there.
Doors captured.
Wait, did he seriously? No, he had a second one out in the field. I don't think he's rebooting a second good. Don't tell me he is. Okay, it is an armor car. That at least is an anti-infantry asset. Though, no, he doesn't have 30 cals. Just captured MG42s. As beautiful as the Geschützwagen is, it was a horrendous option in this game.
Rifle squad, on me.
I generally think people build Stugs too quickly. They really should only start building Stugs when they see a tank for them to kill. But with this Geschützwagen out on the field, it's like, just two of them? Why? Armored cars would have been fine. Panzer IVs would have been great. Hell, the armored cars, as I mentioned beforehand, for Panzer IVs help engage armor. The armored cars can at least be upgraded to 50mm if you really want to hit a vehicle. For Geschützwagen, I just really disagree with that option. Both the snipers starting to stealth their way forward. Let's see, the US player
We're losing a point out there.
doesn't have anything to engage the armored car at the moment, but does have off-map combat group, which nets him 2 Hellcats. Okay, maybe the Geschützwagen can finally shoot at something.
Point under siege. The Germans are moving in.
So he got 2 Hellcats from off-map combat group. That is very lucky.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply. Enemy unit down. We're
So-
down to 300 points.
Oh yeah, these Hellcats also pre-upgraded with the 50 cals as well, which can be much more useful against infantry than, say, Geschützwagen with that 2 with its own pintle. But there goes that Flamer Pioneer. This Flamer Pioneer will get overwhelmed quite easily. And there goes that Pioneer as well. Let's see. He has a Flak 88 being deployed, which is a good option against those Hellcats. Has 2 snipers and 1 Pioneer.
Team ready.
And he has no manpower. Where's your artillery somewhere? Right here. Oh, they did do quite a bit of damage to the
The enemy
Hellcats,
advances.
but not enough to get the kill. Snipers rolls and misses there thanks to the smoke. He definitely had a really good early game, that's for sure, for the Wehrmacht player. Maybe he was thinking that his opponent's going to fly a vehicle, but didn't realize how much he was winning in the fuel game. Because right now he has 117 fuel. He's getting a supply yard, getting an upgrade now, so he potentially, I can't really think of the proper math, but I don't think he even has enough for a Sherman tank. Probably would have had enough for a Greyhound, but honestly getting armor car and upgrading to a 50mm will solve that issue. Get an armor car out and feel like a Greyhound's going to be problematic, just upgrade the 50mm and you'd be good to go. Geschützwagen, not a good option at this point in time. I probably hammered that in a little bit too much. The Flak 88 was, I think, a panic option against those Hellcats. He used all of his manpower on that Flak 88, but has no real infantry on the field. He could use some Volksgrenadiers. Let's see. He's got a second Pioneer, but he needs Volksgrenadiers or regular Grenadiers, one of the two. Something to simply be a heavy capture unit.
Veterancy gained.
And it does Geschützwagen seem like they do reasonably well versus vehicles. That's about it. They're designed to be a counter unit. But the problem is, they just now there's vehicles. Though to be fair, that off-map combat reinforcements was pretty lucky getting 2 Hellcats. Ah, the mortars, that's what I'm hearing. He does take out that other MG bunker. He could use now the engineers capture some points. I mean, the Geschützwagen does have the higher rate of fire ability, so which could be quite useful. Depends. Do you want damage or defense? Hellcat does get a good pen there, and receive a good pen there. To be fair, the Martyr's not that good in the first place. I think the Geschützwagen does actually a better job than the Martyr.
Army's finest here.
The fuck is he shooting from?
The Riflemen are getting some good hits, receiving some hits there by the snipers, but the smokes being a bit problematic. Trying to prepare up the Geschützwagen right there. Flak 88 does not get a kill there.
Hellcat here. We've got new recruits.
How many riflemen? 5 squads of riflemen, which can easily overwhelm those snipers.
Taking Berlin by Christmas.
Never say take something by Christmas. We do have a Wehrmacht landmine right there he does manage to avoid.
Get your ass to cover, idiot!
Hellcat will likely get the kill there on the armored car. Nope, gets main gun destroyed instead.
Enemy unit
Ooh,
down.
direct hit there on the sniper. Does take one of them out. Who needs sniper when you have Hellcat? Riflemen do find that landmine, sweeps it for the Hellcat.
Time to kill some crowd.
Vet 2 riflemen make their advance.
Sniper's got us zeroed in!
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
We got crowd infantry!
Geschützwagen does receive a sticky bomb there.
Down!
And the mortar does fall back. He actually built another mortar. You got Vet 3 support units as well.
Sniper's got us zeroed in!
Does get some good hits there as well.
Barracks complete, as ordered.
Though, also, when it comes to damage for the Geschützwagen,
We've got artillery support
it looked like
standing
they
by.
did 50% damage to a Hellcat. If that's true, that means the Geschützwagen could potentially do double tap a Hellcat. Though I'll probably need to take a better look at that. Because that's one shot from a Geschützwagen, I believe.
Engaging hostile.
Rifleman with plenty of smoke. I suppose his name is quite accurate, Swede, because it's supposed to be a mix between Swiss and weed, if I remember correctly. A lot of smoke. Seriously, he's been constantly firing off that smoke.
We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
Vet 3 flamers are charging forward. Haven't received any damage just yet.
Jesus, more damn crowd.
Infantry squad reporting casualties.
I'm not sure what squad just went down. Poly engineer says he all the riflemen.
Time to kill some crowds.
Rifleman making an advance, trying to get us past the sticky bomb there onto that Geschützwagen. Flamer Pioneers are inside the garrison, and Vet 3, they're very resilient, that's for sure. I am going to ignore that comment. I don't really play enough XCOM to actually know the
Grenades have
reference.
arrived.
Engine damage there onto the armored car. I know the mortars tend to get good engine damage on armored cars.
Losing a munition sector.
Point is ours!
And the armored car does receive quite a bit of damage so far.
Our forces are taking
And there
casualties.
goes the Hellcat. There's some US landmine support there.
Down.
That's actually a Wehrmacht landmine. US landmines right there. We do have the For the Fatherland activated. Does force them back there. Riflemen making their way forward. We got a mortar trying to pursue around the flank of that hedge. Perhaps trying to barrage. Could potentially try to barrage that Flak 88. Flamer engineers making their way forward, trying to protect that flak gun. Doesn't get the sticky bomb off. Doesn't get a frag grenade off.
Trump troops are coming for us! Taking fire!
Sector being captured.
Taking fire! Take that armored car!
And we do have the Pioneers getting a significant amount of damage there. We do have a US landmine there. He does avoid it. Sticky bomb does come forward, getting a good snare onto it. The Pioneer may actually go down right there. Geschützwagen trying to fire.
Enemy unit down.
And there goes that Pioneer. The armored cars is being pursued past, and there goes another Pioneer. Geschützwagen, there's another Flak 88 over there? Why did he go for Flak 88? One was fine, but a second one right there? Why?
Lost a unit. They're all dead. Our supply lines are being
I say he may have lost a... He did lose a mortar there. The Rifleman squad are getting suppressed. We do have a Nebelwerfer barrage here.
Artillery support is now available.
He's now able to deploy M2s. He could bring off an off-map powder shoot onto this Flak 88, but all it says is giving a Flak 88 for the Rifleman. The Rifleman could decrew it, capture the Flak 88, and use the Flak 88 to destroy the Geschützwagen. Does get the decrew there on the Flak 88. He's going to try to...
88 site.
And he's going to recapture that Flak 88 right now.
Hey,
Yep.
maggots wanna live forever?
Does throw out another sticky bomb there. Riflemen making their advance. Maybe they'll get another sticky bomb onto here, but I think the Flak 88 will get the kill. Are the Flak 88s in range of each other? Gets direct hit there on the mortar. It does get the... may get the wipe there on the Pioneer. Does get the wipe there on the Pioneer. And Nebelwerfer is now raining on in against that Flak 88. Pretty tight scatter right there, probably because of the Vet 3 support weapons. MG's almost dead. And we've got the M2 now raining on in, almost getting the flak gun decrewed.
Casualties being reported.
But the flak gun does go down there, and the sniper does pick off the MG42.
Front shifting. Krauts are grabbing territory from us.
Load and get another belt in there.
MG42 pushes his way forward. We got the sniper drawing. And now we've got off-map power shoot on top of the Flak 88, which will likely decrew it. Not sure if it'll destroy it.
Yes, sir.
Enemy unit down.
Nebelwerfer trying to engage, but ooh, that rifleman gets ripped apart by the autocannon. Thanks to that negative cover there. Does re-pick up that
forces are taking
bar, but
casualties.
does get wiped out there. Armor car does go down, so does the flak gun. There's also some sandbags there, apparently. Sniper almost get crushed, but does get gunned down by the MG42. Pioneer will be
Enemy unit down.
going down as well. I don't think the Wehrmacht player has anything left, really. He doesn't even have a Panzer Command yet. M2 now raining on in. The base MGs are getting hits there onto the riflemen. All the free pinto mounts from the Doctrine. It's really a worthless ability. Most times they're this far in, you're basically already lost. Unless they spam a whole bunch of Geschusswagens. And that mortar crew will get decrewed.
Attention! The enemy advances. Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Mortars are raining on in. Looks like mortars are raining on out as well, it sounds like.
Mortar ready.
Attention! The enemy advances.
Let's see if he's recruit that mortar of pioneers, since he doesn't have any Volksgrenadiers. Has lost one of the riflemen in one of those
The enemy
engagements.
is down to 300 points.
Oh yeah, it's the rifleman that went down right there by the autocannons. And it looks like the pioneers will be forced to fall back.
Enemy unit down.
And there goes the pioneers.
That should get you back in the war. Objective secured. Rifle squad defending.
Taking fire.
Mortar team is a bit exposed. Does receive a frag, but does avoid it. Does have to worry about the Pintos here. Looks like I may have selected it while switching between players, so I got a permanent reticle there. And we've got the base MG, the actual bunker, suppressing these squads, while all these other guys are just firing away.
And that's the ball game. Construction finished. Rifle squad has the objective. Tank killer here.
Hellcat making his way forward. We do have, of course, the M2 unvetted. Another M2 here, vetted. And at this point, the Wehrmacht player probably should just back out of the game. His building's now under siege by a Hellcat, and he has no... I think he has a Pack 38 being built. Yes, it is. Off-map power shoots onto these structures. And direct hit there on top of the mortar. Sniper's trying to stay away from the howitzers by getting inside the bunker. But the bunker itself is about ready to go down. And the sniper's dead, I believe. And the Axis player has GG'd. Yeah, definitely lost because of Geschusswagens. Not because of the Geschusswagens, but the Geschusswagens had nothing to really shoot at. If you're ahead, don't deploy counter unit. Force your opponent to deploy the counter unit to your power unit. Armor car would have been fine. I would say Panzer IV would have been fine. People probably would. A Nebel Warfare would have been fine as well. Somebody mentioned Ostwind, but yeah. Either way, this is Anagrade saying thank you for watching and signing off. And there's the end of that replay. Yep. So many possibilities. Geschusswagen was definitely the wrong option. And delete. And let's go for this one. And here we are with another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the north side as the Wehrmacht player, we're at 77. Spawn on the south side as the US player with Late Pepsi. Speaking of which, that's basically what I drink. Yes. But he's probably not talking to me. We got a Wehrmacht's quarter. How many pioneers? Just the 2.
Jawohl, Mynheer.
Versus, looks like there's some people employed out here. Likely, probably a Jeep, seeing how large this map is. Nope, looks like it's a rifleman. Probably a little bit too early for a Jeep anyways.
We'll hold the point.
Engineers, yep.
Engineers do capture up the fuel point. This standard strategic point is being captured up, and the other pioneer is captured at the munitions point now. Looks like the Wehrmacht players eyeing for heavy to the right side, while the US players going a bit more balanced approach. Rifleman pushes his way forward, maybe eyeing to push towards the center.
Check your ammo. Clear your sights. Way to go, engineers. We hold the point.
Some wire being deployed on out. Very nice. Trying to deny that heavy cover.
We've got the point.
More wire being deployed. Very nice.
Squad ready for orders.
And the engineers will make their way forward. They will be forced back, but thanks to those Volksgrenadiers, they won't be able to handle the Volksgrenadiers. Over here, pioneers are kept at the fuel point, and this is the cutoff point for that point. That pioneer will be eyeing to capture the munitions point, while the one captured at the fuel point will be eyeing to capture the VP, probably. Rifleman over here captured this munitions point. You do got an MG42 deployed on out. Maybe a little bit too open for an MG42. I don't know why, but it seemed like a second Volksgrenadier would have been a better option for help capping. Because this map is quite large, and you need to have a very mobile squads in the beginning. Right now, the Riflemen are going to probably win out in this game. They got the first shots off, and they've been in like cover all this time. Over here, we do got the MG42 still setting up, able to, and the Pioneers captured the fuel point. They had not captured that point there, and quite a bit of wire right there. I wonder. Okay, that MG must be set up in a way that covers that angle as well, so maybe he had that planned with the wire placement as well.
Engineers reporting point capture. One last point for the fucking Huns.
Though these engineers can cut the wire no problem.
Front shifting. Krauts are grabbing territory from us.
He will be cutting up that wire now, so he'll be able to break through. Pioneers are right here. This engineer is a little bit wounded.
Our front lines are collapsing.
And looks like the Rifleman squad will actually lose that fight. I'm sort of surprised, because I thought the Volksgrenadiers would actually win that fight.
Capture complete. The point is army now.
MG42 rotating on over does decapture that standard strategic point, denying that fuel income from the right side of the map. And they will hide behind that line of sight blocker there. There are some Wehrmacht landmines right there as well.
Rifle squad taking fire!
Observation posts report we are losing a sector.
This is Able Company territory now.
These players pushing very, very far forward on the left side of the map. Overall, great capping pressure by the Wehrmacht, by the US player. And I think that's one reason why, because this MG42 has not been going around capturing points. Hardly has been firing this entire game. So, Resident hadn't been able to capture a whole lot of territories. It's actually his second MG42 deployed on out. We've got this one here.
Grenades have arrived.
And we've got some good suppression there. But now this point will be overrun. And now with the grenade research, you can easily overrun these forces. Rifleman going forward for a grenade. That's going to be a good grenade there. Likely decrew that MG. Even getting hit there on the Volksgrenadier. Another grenade thrown. Good hit there. That MG does get decrewed. Both MGs do get decrewed, but they can be recrewed by one of these Volksgrenadiers. The other one will have to be fully sacrificed for that. And it looks like the Pioneers will win that fight. Able to perhaps lay down some wire first, then capture the point.
Our front lines are collapsing.
Wait, what? Was he trying to go for a demolition charge on the retreat point? I just realized how big of a hole there is right there. I just assumed there was MG covering the side, but
Germans
no.
are after one of our munitions points.
There is a good opportunity for him just to walk into the base and potentially lay down a demolition charge. Wow. He's starting to lay down some more wire there. That may... there's also some wire there, but it's incomplete wire. So I think that is fully wired off, but it's really actually hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes you can't slip through gaps like that. We got a MG42 bunker being employed now to support his MG42 weapon teams. Though I'm assuming that's going to be a weapon bunker. Could be casualty recovery station. You could throw a casualty recovery station there and throw the MG inside of it. Wehrmacht sniper has been deployed now. Has got a second kill. Rifleman charging from multiple angles. Is eyeing some heavy cover here and there. This squad does get suppressed by the MG42. Sniper has received another kill there. Minesweepers advancing. There's also a Wehrmacht landmine help them cover them from being overran. And both of those MGs decide to do a full retreat there, trying to avoid those grenades. What type of bunker is this going to be? It is a casualty recovery bunker. And does find the landmine there. May get a full squad wipe there. Does get a full squad wipe there.
Pay attention.
And he's starting being reinforced on this bunker. Frag grenade there, getting good hit. And decides to do a full withdrawal. There's a casualty recovery bunker is almost complete. There's a couple casualties nearby. If he doesn't focus on those medics, he will be able to get at least 2 casualties recovered. Yep, he will get 2 casualties recovered and getting halfway there to a free grenadier. Camp Graf Center has been deployed on out. Off-map house shoot onto this casualty recovery bunker, and he walked a bit too close there with his sniper. One of the medic models do go down. The other one gets disintegrated. Gibbed.
Objective secure.
Does get good hits there. MG42 could set up
Losing ground out there.
in this general area.
Point is ours. Let's say we lock it down.
Didn't even receive half health damage.
Forward supply lines. Are
And he's
broken.
going to try to completely wire off that side. Yes, he will.
Built.
Can't. Oops, hit my
Germans
microphone
are
once
seizing
again.
territory from us.
And we do see here this little bit of a ledge there will help prevent stuff. And this stuff was actually built there by the Wehrmacht player. He could. Yeah, he's going to wire that off. And now,
Losing a sector.
I don't think he's able. No, he's able to cut that side. The Wehrmacht player is able to cut that side. But he's going to have that fuel point secured. He's going to need to send over a Pioneer in order to capture it. Or cut open the hole. Speaking about Pioneers, it's going to take a bit of time to repair up that bunker. U.S. sniper has been completed.
Observation posts report we are losing a sector.
Good hit there onto the engineers.
Engineers taking heat.
Not for long, you ain't.
supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Riflemen making their advance. They will, of course, flank that MG, no problem.
Take it in! Just tell us what you need us to do!
And that Wehrmacht sniper's right there. US sniper's trying to advance.
Enemy unit down.
And does get the kill there on that Wehrmacht sniper. Very nice.
Rifle squad has the objective.
I am a rock. I am stone.
I don't think you're a rock or stone. You're moving around a bit too much. 2 MP40 Volks have been deployed, which can easily overrun these riflemen, but he may throw a frag grenade on the retreat or the advance path. Second Rifleman Squad pushes his way forward, throws out frag. That had to have been a misclick. That was a complete whiff of a frag. That one's a bit more understandable, but that was a complete whiff. Oh great, now I'm getting hit by an optical illusion right there. Now that looks like it's being popped out, if you go over here, that looks like being popped in. Or, no, that just looks like just popped out, never mind. MP40 is getting some good damage upon the range attacks. He is starting to recover some of these casualties. These medics are not being focused down either. Just one casualty right now, so he should get one more for a free grenadier.
Fuel point is being seized.
Sniper does send a good hit there as well.
Crowd troops firing on us!
And he has cut open that wire.
Victory point under siege. The Germans are moving in.
And we do have a medic station coming out right here. Bit of a weird spot.
Crowds have
A
cut
little bit
forward
out in
supply
the
lines.
open.
Construction
Supply lines are
detail. Our
broken.
work is
We have
done here.
territory out of supply.
Armor cars making his way forward. Since we know he's gone for infantry doctrine, let's switch over to the Wehrmacht player who's gone for defensive. So defense versus infantry. Try and true
Objective taken.
opposition.
Enemy down! Reload!
Medics do get gunned down. Does spot the engineers, getting some good hits there as well. And here comes the Greyhound. Getting a good rear armor hit there. Does have armor skirts upgraded.
Com system in order!
Incoming
And
gunfire!
may see a Panzerfaust here, but he's trying to capture that munitions point. Good hits there onto the MG42. Volksgrenadier is trying to engage these riflemen right now. This Volksgrenadier is advancing. May see 2 Panzerfaust in quick succession. Or maybe none. Armor cars not being upgraded 50mm. Couple more medics charging forward. If he gets one more casualty, that's a free grenadier.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
He may be busy microing the Greyhound, but looks like the medics are getting gunned down there. Though one of them may actually escape. Greyhound still forcing back the MG42. That medic does go down. This one is still carrying this one away. Very low health, but managed to escape on out there. Does break his own wire there as well. But that's going to be a free
The enemy
grenadier.
advances.
Okay, Grenadiers.
Welcome to the squad. Grenadiers ready.
He could upgrade them a Panzertruck to help engage that Greyhound.
Krieg barracks completed.
Now we got a Krieg barracks deploying at 2 Pak 38s.
Catching right fire here!
Tell us who to shoot!
MP40 Volks And the MG does manage to get some suppression there. MP40 Volks may pitch in a Panzerfaust there. His Pak 38 is pretty far away though. Heavy flak weaponry, so he's able to pull out some flak 88s now.
We try our best.
No Panzerfaust just yet. MG42 has seen quite a bit of fire there. One Pak 38 shot into that Greyhound. Now we do got a Panzerstrike deployed now, and Vet 1 light vehicles, which can also affect the Flak 88s if it does choose to go for it. Sniper Switchblade 4 does get a Vet 1 there, 6th kill. Pak 38 does get a good hit there as well. Doesn't get a shot off there. So the Greyhound will manage to escape on out of there. Over here, we do got the Volksgrenadier capturing the munitions point, while the Pioneers capturing up, or trying to capture up this munitions point. Problem is, there's 2 submachine guns versus 1. Both of them have minesweepers, so they can't exactly clobber each other with them. And we do have a M1 AT gun deployed. The other AT gun is deployed back here. Looks like he hasn't gone for Flak 88 just yet. I thought you would cancel one of the AT guns and go for a Flak 88. Guess not. Stick grenade thrown. It was pretty good. And the Grenadiers are falling back. Nope, that's not an M2. But there is off-map powder shooting now raining on in, trying to get some of these support weapons.
Attention! The enemy advances!
That debris does receive a hit there. The MP40 Volks could charge on forward, trying to displace that M1 AT gun. We got, of course, a sniper here. It has 8 kills so far. And he is getting some good damage there on that AT gun. One of the models do go down, and will need to fall back. Has to avoid that sniper Greyhound now. Wehrmacht sniper, 0 kills, so could potentially get killed on that sniper. Does avoid detection there. Doesn't get a shot off there. Now he knows he is. Knows he's a bit aggressive with it. Pak 38s are advancing. 2 US snipers here. But he may not realize there's 2. Now he knows about him. Kill there. Shot. One does get killed there. Does retreat back to the other one. US sniper trying to sprint on forward, trying to reload or cyclable bolt. Lines up a shot. Nope, he's hitting the Pak 38. Or not. Hitting one of the Pioneers. We got the medics rushing forward, trying to claim some casualties. We do got no additional casualties here covered by the Wehrmacht player. Riflemen starting to make their advance, trying to get some good damage there onto that Pioneer. Engineers do get a good flank there onto the MG42. And actually defense crews, since it's a recruit weapon, the Volksgrenadier defense models are actually enough to ward away the engineer. Since I gotta love how defense crews, when they're recruited by anything by the initial crew, can actually defend themselves. Honestly, that's why my mod in Cobalt Heroes 2, I made it so that the defense crew, all the weapon crew teams had pistols. All the initial guys have pistols. And if a new squad captures it, they get pistols. To make it so the defense crews are just there just to absorb hits, not necessarily to actually defend themselves.
We have liberated this sector.
It's also sort of funny how the US defense crews in Cobalt Heroes 2 uses Garens instead of carbines. Oh, that's literally the point of the carbines. Good damage there onto that armored car by the Thompsons, actually. Getting some good armor penetration there. MP40 squad's trying to advance on forward. There's 2 armored cars here, both in that Veteran C1.
We're losing a sector.
Grenadiers may get a grenade here. That seems like a good spot time for a grenade. They'll throw a grenade there, but was not very successful. Thompson Rangers getting some good damage in. Both the bazooka models went down.
Grenadiers at ready.
Pack gun, no, not pack gun, M180 gun getting some good hits there. Damage in there.
Supply lines are broken.
He's trying to recruit that gun, but
We are losing
that one model's
ground.
dancing around, wasn't able to recruit the other side, so he was unable to fire off another shot. Medic model still recovering some casualties. He recently got himself a
Supply lines
rifleman
are
squad, I
broken. We have
believe.
Territory out of supply. Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Volksgrenadier do fall back.
Sniper ready for the stalker.
And the US sniper does get a good hit there.
Sniper under fire.
Wehrmacht sniper just claimed his 4th kill. The first one being a US sniper.
Yeah, Puma here.
So far, 2 armored cars, 2 pack
We
guns.
now have defensive artillery.
Now, registered artillery is now available. Last thing is the 28 centimeter rocket barrage.
Ready for action.
Thompson's now advancing. He has all 4 reinforced, so the bazookas can still fire.
We are losing territory.
In order.
2 casualties have been recovered. A 3rd one's on the way. Armor car has received quite a bit of fire there. May see some sticky bombs there, and bazookas will likely finish off. Nope, bazookas do outright miss. I swear, infantry held 18 in this game is either really good or really horrendous. For the Law of Fatherland has been activated. He's trying to complete this Flak 88. Try and knock around these forces with the armor car. Very nice. Flak 88 was completed, but does lose armor car because of it. 18 gun does get direct hit there onto the flak gun, while the 18 gun sees direct hit there, and there goes the Flak 88. Pioneers when they fall back, they're about ready to get disintegrated by the Rangers.
Under fire from the infantry!
All the Wehrmacht forces have been expended. Needs reinforcements. This one, these are still alive. Is throwing out a frag grenade, but does cancel it there. Is throwing out a frag grenade, and will likely decrew that MG. Yes, he does.
Pioneer squad reports. Replacements have arrived.
One more MG's needed, or one more casualties needed in order to get a free grenadier.
Forward base.
He's getting some good hits there with the bazookas, but not a whole lot of damage.
Sniper! We're suffering here! Taking fire!
We're losing territory.
Sharpshooter here.
And P40 Volks are trying to advance. The sniper has really pitched any shots in recently. Maybe dead, actually. Nope, there it is.
We must move! We're taking fire!
Our supply
Has
lines are
to be
broken.
careful
We
of
have
those
territory
frag
out of
grenades. The
supply.
rifleman also has a nice firing line there. Looks like the Wehrmacht sniper's pushing his way forward as well. 8 kills there. And we've got a casualty being recovered there. That would be a free grenadier unless the sniper picks him off. The medic does get focused down there. Now the medic's rushing forward. This medic is full health. Sniper is being overrun. The Volksgrenadiers are being reinforced, but there's a lot of riflemen here.
Taking fire!
And that medic does go down,
Losing
so
a
no
sector.
free Grenadier squad. He actually didn't need it right then and there. Pack gun pushes way forward. We got the For the Fatherland activated. One bazooka shot does connect. We got a MG bunker there. That seems a little bit unusual, pretty far back.
We defend the fatherland until death.
Under fire.
These Volksgrenadier getting ripped apart, annihilated. Now we have some Vet 2 Rangers. Just way too much fire there. He couldn't get in close, and the barge was taking him out at range. Another bazooka hit there. There's a Nebelwerfer. It's going to be a close range Nebelwerfer to somewhere. Close range Nebelwerfer right here. Medic, fresh medic, trying to cover casualty. If he covers it, that'll give him free Grenadier. But the base is about to go down, the bunker.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
And that's the last bazooka model. It does get a free Grenadier there.
Forward supply lines are broken.
Beyond receiving fire! Heavy recon deployed. Volksgrenadiers reporting full strength.
We are losing ground.
We do have the engineers now falling them back. Nope, no sticky bomb there onto the armor car.
Your orders, Mynheer.
Fresh Grenadier captured the VP.
Attention. The enemy advances.
And that's a lot of fire coming down on that rifleman squad. He does not get the squad. Does not get the squad wipe there. And his medic is pushing forward, trying to cover some more casualties. Definitely got another rifleman squad from that.
Our forward supply lines are broken.
Munitions.
Nebelwerfer barrage raining on in. Second one raining on in somewhere as well. Gains a great hits there. He must actually barrage this area, and that one round scattered so far, it actually got a good hit. The recovery bunker will be fully healed. Right now, there's a just a double capture, a single capture against the Axis player. I think it's a heavily favored towards the Axis player at the moment, and we do have a Greyhound go along the flanks. That may have been for off-map combat group. 2 AT guns.
We're taking fire!
That may have been from off-map combat group. I don't know why, but I think that is. Actually, we can probably just double check. No, he does have off-map combat group available. It's also very low in resources, so yep, I believe off-map combat group. Grenadier trying to be reinforced from the bunker, but was unsuccessful.
We got him! We took them all!
Barrage of artillery raining on in. Retreating back through the barrage. He does manage to escape out of both those squads. Riflemen are making the advance. Pack gun does get spotted.
The Germans are moving in.
Does have Vet 2 light vehicle. He need more light vehicle veterancy for the Nebelwerfers. Gets a nice frag there on the Nebelwerfer. And the sniper inside the bunker does get a good hit as well. And does roll a miss there. MP40 squad eyeing for this garrison. Nope. Needs to fall back at this point. It's going to get wiped right there.
Enemy unit down.
That squad does get wiped. Greyhound along the flank, trying to protect that VP. Very nice. But Pantrick is in the region. But Nail put a round right into the tank tracks.
We are in the shit now! Who wants
Does roll a miss there as well.
Infantry squad reporting casualties.
Looks like he's lost his squad, perhaps to this armored car. Perhaps to this armored car. AT gun is getting decrewed here. No frag grenade there. It looks like 28 centimeter rocket barrage raining on in. Does get direct hit there. Pioneer does go down there as well. And this flank will be secured by the armored car. Just needs to send the infantry unit to capture it up. Perhaps a Pioneer. But I don't think the Wehrmacht player has a whole lot left. He does not really have a whole lot left. Sniper still inside this bunker. And we've got a medic now charging on forward, trying to cover a casualty. I think it was right there. No, he's going farther. Nope, never mind. Landmines being deployed on out. Very nice. Triple capture against the Wehrmacht player.
Enemy troops are firing on us!
Nebelwerfer's raining on in.
Puma, under fire, sir!
And the armor car is severely wounded.
Cowards attack our forward base.
Fired up does get activated there. Getting a good hit. He does roll a miss there. Greyhound rolling on forward, trying to pass disrupt that Panzerwreck squad. This squad is not being up there with Panzerwreck. Armor car does receive a hit there. Bazooka squad does force back. Does get forced back. And the Panzerwreck squad is falling them back entirely. The armor car is severely wounded. Perhaps the other one could go around to the rear armor.
Com system in order!
He needs to get around to the rear armor. It does get some nice hits there. Does deploy a landmine there. Interesting.
Cowards attack our forward base.
Is there a minesweeper on that squad? No, there is not. And it does find a landmine, but he stays alive. Good hits there onto that machine gun bunker. And another casualty does get recovered there. Nebelwerfer perhaps trying to eye for this AT battery. Recovery bunker does go down.
Our forward base.
Does get direct
The
hit
enemy is
there.
seizing our territory.
And the gun does get burned to death.
On your right, coming up behind you!
They're coming! They're coming from the west!
Loading!
Another hay pile goes down.
Hitting our position!
Field repairs complete.
No mercy!
Give in and
NG bunker will likely be flanked. He's going around the edge. Though the riflemen will get caught up a little bit.
We
They
have
don't
two
get
armored
suppressed. Ranger, however, nope, doesn't receive an extra barrage there. Two bazooka hits does connect. The pack gun is raining on in. The armor car is still severely wounded. And does get a little bit of the arc there. It's getting suppressed. And is there one bazooka model remaining? So he has one bazooka up, while the sniper does get spotted there. Does fall back now. On the left side, we got the US sniper soft retreating away. We've got this armor car getting some good damage in.
They're under fire! Take his position!
And does force back that squad.
Moving! We're taking infantry fire! Puma, taking fire! We got him on the run now!
Rifleman will manage to back away from this armored car, but it's actually being pursued. And this rifleman sort of just hanging out in the air, just trying to hold onto the CP, or the VP. And there's some landmines there, which would be useful as well. There's still a triple capture in favor of the US player, and the Axis player doesn't have a whole lot of tickets left.
These replacements are the caca.
Taking hits!
medic now covering up another casualty. One other than that will allow him to get a free free rifleman. Capturing MG42 will be following him back. And does take out the medic there. Both the medics, I believe, both medics have gone down. And looks like we got an M2 now raining on in. That could have been off-my power shoot. Let's switch over to it. Yep, off-my power shoot. The sniper does go down, or a sniper. The other sniper has 4 kills.
The enemy is down to 100 points.
One Panzerstruck shot does come on in, or bazooka shot.
Sniper's got it zeroed in.
And we do got an AT grenade there onto this armored car. Fully immobilized. There's only one bazooka
Enemy
up
unit
on that
down.
squad.
Ah, shit! We're drawing fire from their armor!
And it looks like the other sniper may have went down there as well. Pioneer's trying to charge him forward, trying to repair up the engine damage. And Sticky Bomb onto the other one. The immobilized one does go down. And the other one gets fully immobilized.
We are taking
Fresh sniper, getting a second kill. Does drop the other bazooka. Does pick it up, but has no bazookas active. So he's starting to salvage these carcasses. Very nice. And level 2 production just got completed. That's a lot of riflemen. 6 squads of riflemen. Jeez.
Enemy unit down.
And there goes that Wehrmacht sniper. They're immobilized. The sticky bomb said immobilized. Yeah, you can't
Enemy
move
is
them.
down to 50 points.
And looks like it's back down to the game. This is Grade saying thank you for watching and signing off. And it's getting pretty late in the night. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I want to say thank you all for watching and have a good evening.